We could be legend. I have nothing to lose. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. Wake up. I know what's real. Escape reality. Hardwired. In the stars. This is the world you've made yourself. Now you have to live in it. The end is in our sights. The future is already here. No matter how hard we tried, we are doomed. Say your goodbyes. Brace yourself. I can see the end inside. Three, two, one. Hardwired.
And hello, everybody. Welcome, one and all, to the Code Crown Podcast, episode 309. It is Thursday, June 27th. We're running a bit earlier than we normally would, because today started off with some bad news.
Yeah.
I to be fair, my day started off after yesterday's recording, and it was like, ooh, new Liberator. And then, ooh, Liberator cards arrived. Ah, sweet. And then this news came out. So it was like, ooh, oh no, sad. So
then you had to go to work.
Yeah.
Oh.
So the voice of Agumon in Digimon Savers, Taiki Matsuno. I think it's funny we have an actor called Taiki.
Mm.
And it's funny, we were only talking about Taiki on yesterday's podcast because he voices the Cross Wars Lucemon.
Mm.
So he had only come up because we were wondering who was voicing the Frontier Lucemon.
Yeah.
But he passed away due to a brain hemorrhage at the age of 56.
Mm-hmm.
So very young for something
Yeah.
like that, and it's it stings. Like because we're in the middle of watching the show, and like we're 4 episodes from the end.
Yeah, that's really like I've only gotten to know him as Agumon now, and I know there's plenty more work of his out there, but
like he just in Digimon alone, like he was Agumon for Savers, he's the narrator for Savers. Lucemon in Cross Wars, he was the Mori Shellmon and the Geckomon in Ghost Game. So one of the few Digimon in that show that gave Hero a talking to. But like outside that, like he's been in Sailor Moon, he's been in so much Super Sentai. He was the voice of Shurikenger in Hurricanger, or the Japanese version of Ninja Storm. Like he's been villains in shows like for a long stretch of time. He's been one-off voices, Monsters of the Week. He's been I think he's been in Precure. He was SpongeBob for 20 years in Japan. It was like the second voice actor, like after season 4. So he's done like SpongeBob for 20 years, and he was Jun Manjoume Thunder in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX.
We were only talking about GX yesterday.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's like he's been in One Piece. He's been in Dragon Ball. Like he's been like, name it, and he's probably been in it in some capacity. So it's just like, and like with Savers being my favorite show, like this is like this. Like I had kind of tuned out after Frontier. I'm starting to realize why as we rewatch it. And maybe after Tamers, because over here we got Adventure 02 and Tamers, and we never got Frontier. So I had kind of fizzled out, and I didn't see Frontier until a friend of mine had bought a pirated box set of all the shows.
Yeah.
They were just like recordings off the television of the dub. And that was how I initially watched Frontier, because it never aired over here. But Savers, it came out in 2005. It was the height of the internet. Nebs.tv was where I initially would download Savers, and GX as well. So I kind of ended up watching those shows side by side, and
pirating all his work.
And it kind of it got me back into the franchise. And look, if they put the Blu-rays out there, I would buy them. Okay. I saw Savers DVDs on like VII and like those kind of like those auction sites, and they go for like $1.15 a disc. Like they just and I kind of look at those prices on the secondhand market and go, maybe they're onto something with not putting a Blu-ray out there. But like I just, in a lot of like just anything like Inuyasha, Kindaichi, like he's been in so much, and Savers kind of like that's like, again, I was kind of saying before I went off there, like that was my favorite. There it is. It's my favorite show in this franchise. And just that depiction of Agumon, Aniki, like it was so different to Taichi, You know, it is so different. Like, it just like this is the
Different
Agumon that
personalities,
turned
yeah.
every Agumon into a hungry boy. Like this is the like Taichi's Agumon was never a hungry glutton, and then Masaru's turned up, and then that just became Agumon's personality.
Yeah.
Hungry growing boy. And you know, and that performance is a lot. And then when I put two and two together, that Agumon and Jun Manjoume had the same voice, I was like, oh wait a minute, now I can't unhear the other one. So yeah, like that depiction, like it shaped a lot of fandom for me, and it got me back into it. Myself and Yami, like, became friends over Savers. You know, we kind of like bonded over that show, and
Sorry, I nodded there as if the microphone could hear me.
But you know, so this is just the like I don't have words for this. Because like he was still active. I think there's still stuff due to come out that he had taken part in. So this is just it's a bit surreal. Like I haven't felt this stung or kind of upset by a death in the franchise, I think, since Watakoji passed. Like it's that kind of like, oh, that hurts me on a, like, I feel that one in my soul, my digi-soul, if you will. You know, so I busted out the little Rise Greymon figurine I have. I was only saying to you yesterday or the day before that this weekend I might put the Shine Greymon model kit together. Yeah. Like I was only saying that to you like yesterday or the day before. So it's kind of like all these signs. I don't know if that's the word I'm looking for, but all these
coincidences.
All these like coincidences have formed, and you know, I could have never, you know, obviously you don't foresee something like this happening, but like, is there something in the cosmos that's like, this is why you've been thinking of this, because this is going to happen? You know, is there some
weird when that happens?
Is there some sort of like ethereal extra, you know, element to all of this? But yeah, no, it's you know, some messages have, you know, people on social media, people he's worked with, actors, you know, everyone talking about how he was on set in the recording booth and when they did their first recordings and things. The Digimon music producer said he wanted to celebrate the 20th anniversary of Savers with him in 2 years. Like, Savers' 20th anniversary is 2 years away, and like he, you know, just he thanked him for his fun to listen to voice, because it is like his voice is what makes part of that Agumon, because it's so different from Taichi's. You know, Cher Watanabe, who did the music arrangements for like a good number of Digimon songs, including Going Going My Soul, the first Savers opening. Like, she was just like, yeah, Cher is just like, this is too early. Volcano Oda commented that like when he worked for Company B, Matsuno, because like Bandai's got like different divisions. Matsuno played Agumon, and later they ended up working at the same agency, and Matsuno was happy to see him again, and Oda was happy when they worked together on SpongeBob. So Volcano Oda has been in SpongeBob, which that was news to me. I don't keep track of like the Japanese dub.
We need to find that.
Oh yeah. You know, and of course he's shocked and saddened. And then I think like the biggest kind of news was that there was like a Twitter post from like, it was only like last week. He was going to be co-hosting a cinema concert this week, and had said to fans on Twitter that he was looking forward to seeing everyone. So that like this guy was still actively working. You know, and then just something like this, just kind of
just, I think that would, it'd be more like an aneurysm, I guess.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah.
I would need to go back and find the article that I posted on Blue Sky earlier about it. I don't know. Did I put that article in the Discord? Oh yeah, it's here. That'll do. Saves me going looking because I think they're more specific about what kind of like injury it was, but it doesn't seem to be something that was like over a long period and then just caught up. But let me double check. The automated translation could have been a bit funky when I was reading it earlier, so it came from Oricon News. So yeah, I forgot. Firefox doesn't auto translate. It's like to install a thing, but it takes its sweet damn time. But yeah, no, I'm just kind of taken aback by it all. And I'm sure chat has a lot to say, and I will catch up with you guys in a second. Yeah, a right cerebral hemorrhage. Of course, the wake and the funeral will only be for close relatives. Like that makes sense. But yeah, it was a right cerebral hemorrhage. That's what it was.
Essentially a stroke.
Yeah.
It was bleeding. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Dr. Meg. Learning from Grace Sloan. I'm
started at Seattle Grace, now we're here.
Yeah. I'm trying, I'm trying to keep a good a vibe.
I could have been a doctor if I didn't have ADHD.
I'm trying to keep a good vibe about this, but yeah, it's kind of surreal in its own way. The end in the chat says, I was watching him in So What If I'm a Spider Part 1.
Oh, I was meant to be starting that.
Yeah.
Sunday feels like Thursday again.
Yeah. R.I.P. Agumon voice, R.I.P. Shoutmon. No, Desmond, not Chika Sakamoto, not Taichi's Agumon. Masaru's Agumon. Hey, Yuki. Sad day Sunday. So
Batman Factor, yeah, that hit hard as well.
Yeah, Kevin Conroy. That was a rough one. So I didn't want to wait until Sunday to do this. I didn't want to kind of ruminate on it, and not that I would be like over it or anything, but I don't think it would be I wanted to be able to talk to you guys and kind of like what do you remember him in, what's your favorite, I wanted to have that discussion while the memories are kind of fresh, because something like this will always kind of bubble them forward, where if you have a couple of days to ruminate, things kind of push back in you.
Yeah, and also now that everything is out, that the articles are like, he was so and so in this and so and that, you kind of go, oh yeah, I remember that.
Like when I went looking over his IMDb again earlier, just to like, what else do I know you from, kind of stuff. I was kind of surprised at the amount of stuff that I'm just like, oh. Not a bad role being SpongeBob for 20 years. Do you think it's the Agumon voice? I think it's the Agumon voice, because I could see that working for SpongeBob.
You want to see if we can find it?
Yeah, I don't know if we'd be able to play it if we'll get hit for it, or...
True.
So we might, if you guys have a few choice clips, pop them into the Digimon Savers thread on Discord, and we can, have we can have some fun and reminisce that way. But I don't know if we'll get hit for any sort of claims if we play clips on stream.
Mm.
But yeah, no, just
I just went, wait, what? Cross Wars? But then I remembered.
yeah, Lucimon.
No, as Shangri-Mon.
Oh,
because it's the Young Hunters.
yeah, because
Yeah.
of the crossover arc. Yeah,
I remembered the crossover just then. I was like, wait, what? Saga episode 3.
Yeah, like she's like Xenosaga as well. Like he's the man was in everything.
Back to you.
Yeah. Hey Reiko, welcome in.
Reiko.
How's our day? It's a sad day.
There's a lot of Sentai in here.
Mm-hmm.
Sakura, where's the movie?
The old one?
2001?
Oh, yeah. Wow. I feel like Sunday arrived too early this week. Well, there was good reason for it, wasn't there? So, I don't have any, obviously I don't have any personal memories. But I think I can still tell this story. I think this still works in a sense.
Okay.
A couple of years ago, the dub actor for Masaru was at a convention here, Quentin Flynn. And I had this whole idea in my head that I'd go up and like try and imitate Brian Beacock's Agumon, which is just imitating Taiki Matsuno's Agumon. It's a really good 1-to-1. But I had this idea because he doesn't call him Anarchy in the dub, he calls him Boss. So he's like, Boss, what are you doing? You know. But I remember, like, this is fucking Quentin Flynn. Like, at the time he was huge.
Yeah.
You know, he was another one of these I'm in everything motherfuckers. But like I had my Digimon Data Squad DVD box set, you know, ready to go for him to sign. And as my turn in the queue came up, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this, it'll be funny. And then as I got closer, I saw the expression on his face, and I'm like, oh, maybe this is a bad idea. You know, sometimes when you see a person, you get a vibe, and you're just like, oh, they don't want to mess around today.
Yeah.
They're either hungover or they're, you know, fulfilling a contract. You know, that kind of... So as it got closer, I'm like, do I do this? And then it was like, it was my turn, and just a... Anarchy! I was like, oh shit, wrong one. And he laughed. I got a pop out of him, and he says, I think you mean boss. And, you know, he signed the thing, and thanks for coming, and, you know, he was very gracious, but, so I was kind of worrying for nothing, but,
Are you sure Volcano Otis in SpongeBob?
According to the thing, he might have been a producer or something on it. Maybe he wasn't a voice. Because Ota, he went off and became a voice actor in his own right, so he might not be an actor in it. Maybe he's like a producer or something.
Yeah, I just went to look, see who he was in it, and it's just not coming up at all.
Weird. See, I never knew.
I look for his real name as well. So.
Yeah. See, I never knew because I didn't, like, SpongeBob's not something I go looking for in other languages. It's still weird to me when I see it in Irish.
Or Bob Esponja.
Yeah, Bob Esponja, yeah.
We got stuck watching that when we were over on holidays because none of the channels were in English. But, you know, SpongeBob is kind of self-explanatory, so that's why I can watch it in Irish. The voices are dreadful, but they're about as good as The Simpsons were, so.
Cool.
I know that wasn't actually dubbed, but...
No, I get what you, though. So yeah, no, it's so I was like, no, we have to do this tonight. Like, you know, it I didn't want to leave it like 4 days out and then, put the, in memory of the thing up on the screen. And it would still work, but I wanted to talk about it while it was... AJ sensed that fighting spirit. Yeah, I was kind of worried I'd say the wrong thing and it would be fighting time, You
have admitted you were a weird little edgelord when you were that age, so...
Yeah, I could take him. Come on, old man. The future is now. So... How was your day, AJ? It's grand. I got into a fight with Axel from Kingdom Hearts. I'm pretty sure he's got me memorized. So, yeah. I don't know
if he started a fight with you, you could just start quoting, like, Masaru at him. And that probably
That'd just weird him out more. Yeah.
And he just wouldn't fight anymore. Just get away.
Just keep being weird until, like, he's too... Weird. Just keep being freaky until he's too weirded out to want to actually carry through. It's always a great strategy. Could never ever backfire. I'm glad he saw the funny side of it.
Yeah. He probably thought you were like extremely nervous and just like, like when you just have word vomit when you're meeting someone.
Yeah.
Like when we met that guy from Stargate.
Oh
with Hildy.
Yeah.
And the first thing that fell out of my mouth was that my dad loved him, and I was like, "Yeah, I really just said that, didn't I?"
And then so like he signed the thing anyway at Quentin, and as I was going off, then I found the right version of the voice. I was like, "Thanks, boss."
Mm-hmm.
But back to Taiki, it's I obviously this man was thousands and thousands of miles away and would have been nowhere near our con circuit. I don't even know if he did the con circuit over there or how what their system is for it. But it was just that little thing where my brain because I got so frazzled, it switched over to his Agumon rather than Brian Beacock's, which I feel like if I tried to do today, it would be just the Monokuma voice because they're the same. They are also the same actor, so I would like, "Hey, Marcus, it's time for the punishment."
It's punishment time.
Yeah, it's punishment time. Make this clear, I'm not watching today. This is the day of the week where I have my TTRPG, which is starting. That's no problem, Rico.
No worries. You'll have to watch them on your own time, though, because we're also watching on Sunday, aren't we?
We might be finishing the show on Sunday, yeah. We'll definitely be doing this for sure. And then Sunday, because you want to finish Frontier on Independence Day, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
That's
it's funny.
Yeah. That's your bit you want to do. So we might end up finishing Savers on Sunday.
You might want to save a clip of Mel Gibson.
Or the speech from, Independence Day. This is our Independence Day! Frontier's credits rolling. So yeah, I just
all of it. I'll just make a little video montage of everyone screaming freedom.
Freedom! So yeah, we'll do our 3 episodes today, and then maybe we'll do our intended Savers episode on Sunday, but of course it will just be to finish the show, and then the Wednesday as scheduled then will be the final Frontier episode. I have to go back and play with the thumbnails to make this happen, but like that won't take long. Because the thumbnails are already numbered. So I have to go into the files.
For the episodes, yeah,
they're already numbered. So I gotta swap 3. This is 3-9, so I gotta make Sunday's episode 3-10, which will make Wednesday's episode 3-11.
Easily done.
think.
Forgotten what episode it is today.
I'm pretty sure it's 309. I'm pretty sure this is 309, and it would have been 309 had we, run as normal. But, yeah, this is 309, and the Frontier finale would have been, that would be 310, but now 311 will have to be 310. Yeah, that's fine. That won't take long to adjust.
Can you send me that Ace Attorney image later?
Which one?
Not live.
Oh yeah, sure. So in happier news that I kind of alluded to earlier, I got my rake of Liberator cards in today. So I've been happy with that. That was how my day started, was getting Liberator cards. I got a full evolution line for Shoto.
Podcast?
Yep, that's the
There
one.
you go.
I got a full evolution line for Shoto,
Nice.
which is fun. And I didn't get a Sendrilmon or a Heavy Metal Dramon from the booster, but I got all of their other evolutions.
You got a rake!
Yes.
Then you promptly stepped on it and went.
I was just about to say it. And then I went.
So there was no Sendrilmon and went.
Yeah. So I'm glad she's at least in the deck that I got. These decks are great. Like the promo cards that come with them. The art is incredibly good. Like they're just really animated.
Yeah.
There's a lot of personality in the promos that come with the decks.
All the shiny cards.
Yeah, and then Arissa herself, and then her. So, I don't know if I'll get another box to try again, or I'll just wait out the English release this time. But I kind of wanted to have the Liberator cards while it was still fresh. Booster 18 comes out in Japan like tomorrow, and that's going to have like the Violet cards, the Owen
What's that
Dreadnought.
last one?
This?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just a promo.
Ah.
It's like
those things. Yeah.
So like the Booster 18 has like the Violet, Owen Dreadnought, Zenith. It has all those in it. But it's also like the Digimon Frontier pack. So, but when that hits the English release in November, it's going to be paired off with Booster 19, which is going to be based on the Cross Wars manga. So it's going to be like a double pack over here, which is just going to weaken my odds of getting what I want. You know, so I'm going to have to look at what way the market falls at that time and see if it's worth buying in bulk or just get the individual cards I want.
Yeah.
You know, which is going to be cheaper in the long run.
Yeah, depending what you want to play.
Yeah. I will say I read chapter 3-2 last night, and
So did I.
Kinda. and it was fun. I think Violet might actually be my favorite character.
Yeah, she was fun. I didn't get to make that sticker yet.
Although I said that to Yami, and Yami's just like, "You do have a type. You realize this?"
Oh, you do.
I was like, "Oh, come on! I'm already getting bullied by the chat. I don't
For
need
a
it
few
from you
years,
too."
she's Nanami.
Yeah. I don't want her to just be new Nanami. New Nami.
Nanami, yeah. It kinda is. Damn.
So.
You shouldn't clear out your folders in front of me, because damn.
Oh, I mean, this is why I could organize in front of you, because you don't get weird about it. You just go, here, send me that.
Yeah.
I would know people who would look at this stuff in these folders and go, why are you doing that?
Oh, yeah.
And get like super jealous about images.
Do you think she's prettier than me?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean. She's a fucking Digimon waifu, of course she is.
If the franchise does anything right, it's its waifus.
Yeah.
If the franchise gets anything right,
I just think it's funny when people get jealous over like characters, especially like that.
Oh yeah, no, it's
It's made to be sexual, and they want people to look at it,
yeah.
and it's it's not going to be average.
No, no. Even Yuki was like, I think they made her boobs bigger. Like I wasn't checking, but I'll take your word for it, Yuki.
That's a cool image.
Yeah, it's in the Discord.
It's in the Discord. Okay.
Yeah. So
Hero and Ruli.
Yeah, the split screen.
Oh, I'm very disappointed about those Digivices.
Oh yeah, so I realized this last night, and it kind of annoyed me, is that those hype drop V-Pets are based on the version 20, which every brick we have, bar the X-Antibody ones, is a V20. Even that Digimon Con one I just got is is V20. So while the shells are nice, it's not even like the V-Pet color.
Yeah.
So it's still gonna run off watch batteries. You're still gonna have to. There's no USB port. It's not a color screen with new sprites. It's Malibu Stacy in a new hat, and I hate it.
Yeah, I liked the outside of it, but if it's not something new, I don't want it.
Yeah, even as a fashion statement, which is I think it's interesting that we're now doing Digimon fashion statements.
Yeah.
I think that's a very intriguing concept, but I guess it's made to entice the collectors who have FOMO. But I can look at that thing and go, it's nice, but I can live without it because every other brick I have does the same thing.
Yeah, they're all the same Tamagotchi.
Yeah. Yeah. One or two evolutions might be different depending on how or what Digi-Eggs you can get based on what ones you connect up to. But outside of that, there's
So that one will connect up to the ones we have.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would. They'd all connect up to the ones we have. That's not a problem at all. For it. So it's the only thing it knows how to do. I just because I said it on Blue Sky. Right. Between these V-Pets being based on the V20, right? And we're now getting a Royal Knight manga, as we talked about last night. All we're missing now is another adventure anime, and the trifecta of we cannot move on is complete.
Yeah. I know 2020 was 4 years ago, but that still kind of counts.
Yeah. And you know what? Look, I was kind of thinking about it. I understand I get it. Nostalgia sells, right? And, I compare Digimon to Power Rangers a lot because it's handled and fumbled just as badly. Watching Power Rangers in 2024 still feels like watching Power Rangers in 1993. The show never evolved.
Never evolved, yeah.
But I get why everything is centered around Mighty Morphin. And it's because nostalgia sells. And I'm left thinking, if Power Rangers or Digimon had just done the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or Pokemon thing from the beginning, we might not even be ever having these conversations. Pokemon stuck with Ash for 20 years before they canned him.
Yeah.
If Digimon didn't change cast every season, maybe this wouldn't be as much of an issue, because we would just see the Turtles. Every time the Turtles gets rebooted, we accept new universe, same Turtles. April's not a redhead in this one. Or she's in the same school as them because they're integrating with society. We accept it. Every time the Turtles reboots, we go, yeah, okay, cool, fair enough. It's just the Turtles being the Turtles. But when Power Rangers or Digimon uses their first batch, their first generation to do anything, we go, fuck this. What?
Yeah.
Because we got accustomed to them swapping out the rosters.
Yeah, but that's the thing. They've given us new characters to, get attached to, and then they leave them in the dirt.
Yeah.
And leave Taichi and his crew walk all over them.
Yeah, and
You know,
that's
you
also the
can't-
problem.
And it's kind of the same with the Power Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Though Donnie crushing on April is still weird. April should not be in any interspecies relationship with turtles. Leave
I mean,
Angel
Donnie-
with Casey Jones and we're good, but
I mean, Donnie can have a crush on her, just...
she doesn't have to act on
She
it.
doesn't have to have a crush on him.
Yeah, and I think she did on Mikey in one of the shows, and yeah, that still doesn't sit right with me.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, but
They can have a crush and talk it out about why they can't do that.
yeah.
But,
Imagine that on your kids action show. What Aesop's fable did you learn from the turtles today, Jimmy? April and Donnie shouldn't fuck. Wouldn't that be a harrowing future to live in? But yeah. Shall we move into watching the episodes?
yeah, because we're gonna get really far if we just off
Oh yeah.
off topic.
Oh well.
If
you
we
know.
keep complaining about Bandai, because
Oh yeah. Well, I kind of want to nip that in the bud as well. But it was just an interesting.
Oh.
Meg has had to run away for a minute. Yeah, I just thought it was an interesting point that it's not my own thought process. I think Dawson Rider on YouTube brought it up. It's like, why do the turtles get to reboot infinitely and nobody says anything? But when Power Rangers, does anything, does Mighty Morphin and nothing else, the fan base loses its mind. And you know what? The funny thing is, from a historical standpoint, Saban tried to avoid that. That's why when they ran out of episodes for Mighty Morphin, they got new footage made with the stunt actors in those suits, and they just tried to swap out the Zords for a couple of years. Remember when they got ninja powers and Rocky went from a Tyrannosaurus dragon into an ape, but his helmet still looked like a Tyrannosaurus? They tried to give them new powers but not change the suits because there was a level of foresight that I'm gonna close this door over. There was a level of foresight that kids and fans would reject the new stuff. At least they didn't reuse the opening. Yeah, that is something that Neo Saban and Hasbro. That is a trap they fell into, where every intro had to be "Go Power Rangers" to some degree. It's why Time Force, Lightspeed Rescue, Dino Thunder, it's why all those theme tunes are so well remembered, because they're not just Mighty Morphin Power Rangers with a new, played to a new key or a new chord.
Hi.
Hello, welcome back.
I didn't die.
Good. We are glad to hear you didn't die.
Or did I?
Oh no! Is Meg a ghost? I was just saying to chat, Saban kind of tried to do what we were talking about, because when they ran out of footage for the Dinozords and everything, he brought over the Zord fights only from the next show and not the suits, and they just kept to try doing that because he knew if they changed the suits out, the franchise would collapse because people would reject the new suits. So you can give them new Zords and weapons, but you got to keep the suits the same. That's why when Rocky went from being a Tyrannosaurus dragon to an ape, his helmet still looked like a Tyrannosaurus. He didn't get a monkey helmet.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Or Billy the Wolf having a Triceratops helmet. Just weird stuff like that. So Saban, before he sold the franchise to Disney, kind of had foresight, but but then they had to kind of give up I think, from Zio and kind of go, no, we need to start adopting the Sentai formula of just having new suits every year, because trying to chop and change 4 different shows worth of footage is just getting too costly. And Power Rangers is made cheaply. We know this. Poor Die Ranger. Yeah, the Die Ranger suits were awesome. You know, they took the White Ranger, shoved him into the Mighty Morphin team because his suit was close enough, you know? And then the other Die Ranger suits were just, no, you're a power-up for a show 20 years from now. Because, again, they got cheap with the footage and didn't write around the Sentai having suits that the Westernization never used ever. They just got lazy about it and went, new powers that have never been seen before on Earth. That is the literal line. Oh, your legendary morpher grants you access to new powers. And then one of the actresses is like, let's call on the new powers. Like, that was their official title.
Yeah.
New powers trademark. I fucking hate Super Mega Force. It is a bastard. Look, I'm not a Sentai purist. I'm not a dub versus sub guy. I am not a dub versus sub person in that regard. But Super Mega Force is a bastardization of Gokaiger, and it can burn. It can fucking burn. On that note, let's have Dat meet Yggdrasil and see what happens.
Yeah.
They ruined Gokaiger. They really did. Like, Gokaiger was such an open goal. They hyped it up. They hyped it up for 2 years, and then it was a wet fart. It's not to mention, like, I don't know if the Red Ranger for the Megaforce Super Megaforce season is just a bad actor, or he had a bad, like, acting coach or, like, director telling him how to act. But the guy is an underwear model that talks like a robot. And I am actually, I'm being genuine about the underwear model part. I think he was a model before he got this. And I think his agents must have thought it would springboard him into more acting roles.
Yeah.
So maybe it did. I don't know if he's a good actor, but he's a robot in that show, and it's just, no, we already have a robot. He's over there. He's he's called Robo Knight. And then when he tried to emote, it was just, I am emoting. Yeah, they did. But look, let's make our days better with some Digimon Savers. Bosco. Oh yeah, Bosco. Jesus, yeah, I remember.
Bosco.
Yeah, Bosco in Ireland is something very different. I think I've shared what Bosco over here used to look like.
Oh, yeah,
I think we've talked about Bosco before, right? If not here, possibly on the other channel.
Maybe.
But look, we're going to start into Digimon Savers episode 45 now. Probably my favorite episode, if not second, after Toma versus Nanami. This is one of these episodes I can go back and forth on.
Okay.
And we do have the Final Fantasy VII reference in this episode that I've been sort of...
Yeah. You haven't shut up about.
Yeah, I know. And you won't get it. That's the thing. I know you won't. But, yeah. Anyway.
We'll see.
So let's relish the time left we have with the show, and maybe more importantly, in the spirit of today, relish the time we have left with Taiki's Agumon.
Oh, that Taiki.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The Taiki we've been talking about for 40 minutes.
I know. Then you said Taiki's Agumon. I was like, no, Masaru.
Matsuno-san's Agumon.
There you go.
There. I don't like using honor fix. It makes me sound like a bigger weeb. Makes me sound like a super weeb.
But you are.
Mm.
Scroll up there. Oh, she does. Sorry, there's a BL Starmon art, and I thought she only had 2 eyes.
No, she has the third one.
I see that now, but I didn't see that when you scrolled first. Okay, episode, not Twitter.
But
I'm enjoying that too, but episode.
Right. So, Digimon Savers, episode 45, which I did not let Meg watch the preview of.
No, you did not.
Starting in 3, 2, 1, and go.
That's a Weebmon.
And I know the desktop audio is off, so don't even start.
Yeah. Bring up the chat. No opening song. I mean, that doesn't happen until about 6 minutes in anyway. No, computer. We don't want to watch it on another screen. How does he know he betrayed him?
Because he's God.
He could have just been killed.
Oh, a minute and 24. A minute
Wow.
and 23. Wow.
Getting it out of the way.
Yo bi wo koshite utatabi mau yo yume no kaze ni nori himeriku ni ji wo koete ino tsuzuki e sora wo miyakete sa michi naru sono tobi right hurricane. Love the sound effects.
There you go, Desmond.
Wow. Shinji Tao, it's my soul. Hirari mai agaru.
Are they just in the tree now? No.
No.
So where they are right now,
Yeah.
if you go up the tree and then upside down is Leomon?
Yeah.
He looks like he's chewing gum.
Oh, that team is on.
Did she have...
Mm-hmm. Hold on.
Oh yeah, look at him. Making sure she has cleavage. You just killed part of it.
Wordplay. I love it.
They could get away with that in English as well. The person who brings your food.
Yeah. I think that might have been the joke in the English version. Oh! Oh no, they're Mercurymon!
Oh. Why do they always do that?
Hmm? Oh, attack the thing that they know fires their attacks back?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're dumb. Can't reflect Galmon, all he does is attack with his fists.
Does a fist come out of it like with a spring?
Wouldn't that be hilarious?
The front of it opens and there's a glove in there.
He's still cooling off his tail.
There's no V in Japanese, right?
No. That's also why the fish joke worked. Because V and B are the same letter.
Yeah. It's just when he said overdrive, I heard over. And
Yeah.
then I went, yeah, that makes sense. I always have to double check those things. Like, there's no Z in Korean. No Z.
It's one of the funniest bits in the whole show.
Lord Z, Meg, Lord Z. Oh.
I hate. They're cute together.
His eyes should have been glowing a bit more there, like stars and stuff.
But yeah, no, Masaru and Yoshino are cute together.
Because they're meant to be the same age.
Yeah, no, they clearly are.
Because that was flirting.
That was totally flirting.
This was another show she would have said, if we make it out alive, I'll go on a date with you or something.
Oh, yeah. Some one of those dumb things. Yes, the infamous Rosemond jiggle.
Ooh, and Masaru's guns out as well.
Oh, this team knows what it's doing.
Okay, if you paused that and didn't tell me his mouth was open, that would look like a mustache.
Oh, Satsuma, yeah, I thought that as well.
And it doesn't help that this guy has a stupid mustache too.
Yeah.
His mustache looks like eyebrows.
They're still bringing their baby to work.
Yeah. At least it's not near a portal this time.
We hope. Uh-oh.
Oh, great.
Oh, shit!
Oh,
He
okay.
was just like, nah! I'll let you go talk to God, but... Oh. Someone actually drawn Sayuri, right?
I think so. Yeah, man has balls.
Oh, my bad, I'll leave. Just because you asked.
Aww.
Oof. Someone give Chica a Digivice already.
Oh, come on, Piyamon was able to evolve last episode. Or whatever episode that was.
Well, that was last episode.
Oh, there's very good animation going on here.
Who doesn't Masaru rub off on in this show? She's going Super Saiyan! That is the best Sayuri has looked all show.
Yeah. She's very perky looking too.
Yeah.
She doesn't look demented anymore. Maybe put Chica down first.
No, they're gonna fight together, like Masaru and Agumon do. Are these the only memories you have of him?
They didn't want to draw anymore.
Oh, yeah, but it's like the memories before he went off on his mission, right? So, probably are the last ones he has. Or the ones he remembers.
He's so creepy looking in that shot. Yggdrasil's a coward.
Like, I know that music is just like the generic, the tension has escalated music, but my brain, I hear that music and all my brain hears is hyper bio evolution. I associate it as the biohybrids theme.
Mm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you saw that too, right?
Go back.
Oh, it's not letting me do the thing. That's weird. Hold on.
You're not clicked into it.
There we go.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a shadow there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they gave Rosemont camel toe. They actually gave her camel toe.
Yeah. They can get away with it because shadows.
Yeah. Look at her, she knows what she did. Well done, Icto, remembering you have an attack.
Mm. Isn't it?
She has nipples. Right? Oh yeah, like they so gave her nipples.
Yeah.
You can see why people don't like this episode for this reason.
Really?
Yeah, that like Rosemont
like
jiggles and has nipples and like has.
They've met the other animation team, right? This happens all the time in this show. I guess they just didn't get to her yet until this episode.
He's just like at peace. Oh, that was cracking last we saw him.
Mm. Call him a coward. Go on. That was a really cute shot of Agumon.
Yeah.
Tell him how much of a coward he is. Call him a chicken. Hiding behind his red bubble. You run out of happy juice?
I have a bottle left.
His neck is super long right now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why his neck is so long.
I give you Final Fantasy VII Advent Children.
I get this reference.
Yeah! They're doing the thing where they all launch him up to Sephiroth.
God was so shocked he forgot to put up his red bubble.
So the episode preview showed the punch land.
Oh, for God's sake.
So that's why I was like, nope, you're not watching that. No.
Ugh. Ah, I see. That noise. Why is he so sexy? What? What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, Suguru's been Bancho Leomon this whole time. 5 out of fucking 5. I love this episode.
10 out of 10.
I love this episode.
Wow.
Oh,
So Sayori's not cheating on her husband.
no.
Does she know?
Unknown.
But they went off into a closet and talked. Talked. Was he testing her? But damn, that shot.
Oh yeah.
That was good. I'd like a screenshot of that, please.
Yeah, sure. I thought you might. That?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me get rid of the subtitle track.
Yeah.
Down, girl! You're fucking feral over there! Yeah. Yeah! That's such good shit, pal!
Don't compare me to that.
There you go. So that's jury wishes for this outcome. Fucking rude.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. Let me
That I didn't see coming.
that Suguru was Bancho Leomon.
No, I figured that Suguru was buried inside his own body somewhere, and
Yeah.
Yggdrasil was possessing him or whatever. But I guess he just stole his body.
Same for you.
Mm-hmm. Yggdrasil's, he really turned that man ugly. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that showing on screen?
No. I won't. Sorry, I kind of got carried away. There we go.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Yeah. There's nothing to talk about. That was perfect.
Yeah, no, it's such
That
a
was
good
a fucking
episode.
perfect episode.
It's got good comedy, like with Masaru about to do the overdrive, and then Yoshino, no, you're gonna crush us all if you do this.
Yeah.
Like her and Masaru flirting is it's cute, you know.
And written before they changed their ages, definitely.
Clearly. You know, it's got fan service with Rosemon bouncing and moose knuckling all over the place. You know, then like it's got some really good animation, like when Masaru's fist hits Suguru's face.
Yeah.
Pardon me, and it just like the skin twists.
Yeah.
As the fist powers into him.
Yeah.
And they got up
Like
and
if
even
there's
had,
any
like, a
human
bruise
skeleton,
after.
if there's any human skeleton in there, something is broken.
Like a Mortal Kombat finisher.
Yeah.
Oh, that's an edit I need to do now.
Yeah.
Like, and because it's that team that's on, like the animation is just
Sayuri
superb
never
the
looks
whole
so
way
good.
through. Sayuri has never looked so good as she did in this episode.
Also, when Chica was hugging her, I was like, that they just drew her jumper like that because it's baggy, right? Right? They didn't give the small child like a boob from the side.
I didn't even notice. So
I was checking because you never know.
Japan.
When she was running, I was like, no upskirt, we're good.
Oh. Yeah, that'd be a bit much.
Yeah.
So
they didn't ruin the episode like that.
No.
Just a baggy jumper. I didn't see boobs.
No, I mean you had Yoshino, Rosemon, and Sayuri for that. I don't even think Mizuzu was drawn any because we saw her and she was miles away because she was tapping away at the table. Craniummon turning up and like being like, "Here, trade places with me, Bancho Leomon. I got this."
I wasn't sure where that was going. But I had a bit of an inkling when he said his best friend or whatever.
Yeah.
So
the full title of episode 46 is Bombshell: The Truth About Bancho Leomon.
Okay.
So obviously
you couldn't put that there.
No.
But just leave it as it is now.
Yeah. No, of course I will leave it as Bombshell because otherwise the title thing will be out here.
Yeah.
You know, some of these episode titles are long enough as it is. Yeah, no, I think this is a perfect episode.
Yes, it is.
It's got great animation, it's got some good comedy. The action is just like, you know, the Digimon were a bit stupid, you know, attacking the thing that reflects their attack back at them, but
yeah.
What are you gonna do? You don't know unless you try. Maybe it only takes, you know, maybe they absorb energy attacks and physical ones will work or something.
Well, the boomerang went straight through them. So.
Yeah. You know, Agumon running around with its tail on fire.
That was so funny. He was really well animated in the background.
Yeah.
Even
And like this is one of these episodes where he has like the extra thick lines. And they really work for just how comedic and different this Agumon is from like Taichi's.
Yeah. And like the concern in his face, like normally you can't see a lot of emotion in Agumon faces. Especially if not survive, they don't even try.
No.
But this one really has like
Ooh, the thickness. Extend neck.
Yeah.
We're not the one-winged angel trope yet. No, but again, the Advent Children reference.
Yeah.
I think was pretty good. So, and I was kind of hoping you'd get it because you know Advent Children.
Yeah, no, Advent Children are better than the rest of it.
Yeah. So I was kind of like, okay, when Mirage Agumon shot him up, and then I was like, okay, get Ravemon with the grab and the throw, and for this game,
Then I was picturing in my head, and I was like, that did happen, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
the only difference is like Final Fantasy VII obviously has like a bajillion characters, so we're kind of lacking like a Yuffie and a Tifa and a Barret and whoever else in that. But like the reference is there, like the angle, the camera angles and everything are the same.
It was. I guess it was good for Toma that blast from Mirage Agumon didn't kill Masaru.
I
guess he just knew the Digisoul wouldn't.
I feel like Toma's in two places right now. Okay, the Digisoul will shield him from the attack. Also, it's Masaru. It probably won't hurt him anyway. Because Masaru is fucking superhuman.
Yeah, like we got him being silly with the going to evolve in the teeny cave.
Yeah.
And we got like proper determination, But like we got his stubbornness first going up to hit that thing in the face. I'm gonna punch this ball several times and fall down and hurt myself. But then we got his actual determination, to do it, and it worked, and it was great. He got to punch Yggdrasil in the face.
Which is what we all want to punch God in the face at some point, right? So.
And of course, Masaru is the one to do it.
Well, it's his dad. I feel like he has like carte blanche there too.
Yeah, he has extra right to do it, but. That explains so much about Banjo Leomon, though. Just his whole attitude and the Digisoul and... Yeah. But now I need to know. I need to know what happens.
Alright. So will we dive into the next episode then?
Yeah.
Alright. Digimon Savers, episode 46. In 3, 2, 1, and go.
Can we also have snacks?
Sure. So that's Suguru's Digisoul holding up the world. Like, Suguru's Digisoul is that strong. Mirroring Mercurymon's last words.
I've seen a lot of anime about god killing in the past. Aside from playing around with siblings, I don't think I've ever given someone a full force punch in the face.
Not all it's cracked up to be.
I can imagine how weak I am. I'd break my own hand anyway. But
Yeah, it's not all it's cracked up to be.
I find it strange that I've never done it.
Your dad told me. I mean,
What way is he carrying him? Looked like he was pushing him in something as opposed to carrying him. Oh, the bad animation team are here.
is the work split? Because he seems to still be okay.
Yeah. With those two.
Yes, those two are quite deflated. No?
Sorry, I was
Reading the translation.
I was reading the translation note, yeah.
I love how, like, Masaru and Agumon's is like a mini version of that by
Yeah.
comparison.
Oh, they became besties the same way.
Yeah.
Funny when you think about it. Masaru doesn't actually know his dad at all.
No.
He only
knows a
knows-
memory of his dad.
Yeah. He only knows...
But he's so enamored by his
Yeah.
my dad and the poncho and it's
You're definitely a parent. But yeah, Masaru only knows the memories he had of the way he acted to him as a child.
Yeah.
A couple of people telling him about him on like search parties and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then whatever Sayori has divulged.
The fandom when they turn up in anything now. Oh, what?
Oh, damn. He also punched a spear.
Yep. He's a Digimon, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's not Suguru punching the spear.
Maybe he just had a big, a big weird, creepy smile there.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And then Karada was a fuckface again.
Look how tall they are.
Yeah. They are kaiju. next to him compared to him anyway. Does it, like, do we really need all 9 of them to execute one human?
I guess.
The knights look super long.
Mm.
That angle was not doing them any favors. Ooh.
Ooh, spooky.
Mm. The Digivice is OP. What is Toma's face? No, a little blush.
And now he still looks like even like a little boy to him as well because he's like 8 foot tall.
Oh, that face. Amazing. Oh. Agumon, what happened?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I hate this. Everyone's just off model.
If you block his eye, his nostrils look like his 2 eyes with
Yeah.
that mouth.
Yeah, that was a weird shot. Like, that kind of took me out of the episode a little bit.
All the budget in this episode went into Bancho Wikimon.
Yeah.
It's 95% of humans. No.
Don't know why you're killing them off. Yes, plenty of people.
Oh, even he's looking terrible.
I think he's meant to, though.
No, I mean he's not animated well.
Oh, right.
Like they're trying to make him look demented and they're not doing it right. The last episode did it really well.
Yeah, that's typical Yggdrasil behavior.
Mm-hmm. Yggdrasil is just Old Testament God?
Yeah.
Oh. Did he at least give Chica a hug when he was there with her?
I hope so. Oh, getting all cut up. Oh, that's such a good line. He summoned Soul without punching something! It was fire. Oh, I should have had better animation for that. Such a tense scene, and the animation kind of lets it down.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I'm still having fun with the episode, but the
A
animation...
few faces, I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Why couldn't you just keep that team on for the last 5 episodes?
Yeah.
5?
4.
4? How does he know this is gonna work? Like, if that body gets destroyed, surely Yggdrasil just goes back into the ether.
I guess we'll find out. Where have you guys been?
Too late, we're dead.
Yeah. Hey, Yggdrasil 7d6.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with that episode. 4, though, just because of the animation.
4.5.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I can agree to that, yeah. Because I like the backstory and getting to see that Bancho Leomon also has a burst mode. In the dub, because they had to match the mouth flaps, he got called Bancho Leomon Burst Mode Engaging.
Oh, what does he say?
In the Japanese, he just says Bancho Leomon Burst Mode.
Yeah.
Because the mouth flaps didn't match up because he's like
Ah.
They had him go Bancho Leomon burst mode engaging. I'm like, yeah, okay, it's not awful. And yeah, like I like the little backstory of like Suguru.
He was
like,
just alive in that tree all that time.
Yeah, because he was so sure that Satsuma and Yushima would have stopped karate by now. That like, how many years had to pass before Yggdrasil was like, yeah, okay, I guess you're right. Or did the other two have to come looking for him and be like, God, we've come to collect him from daycare? It's a little toxic. Like,
if you're a man, you do this.
There's an element of me that understands why the dub got rid of all of that. But at the same time...
Not all of it.
Like, not all of it is bad, but there is an element of...
Like, Bancho Leomon wouldn't let him escape.
Yeah.
Because, you're a man and you have to...
Honor your word and all of that stuff.
His vows to his wife don't matter? No?
Or, like the flashback where he was bringing Masaru to the hospital. It's like, the cut's not that deep. If you're a man, just bear with it. Like, that's like, don't say that to a child.
Yeah, that's a bit weird. Do you know what's weirder, though? People over here say it'll be better before you're married. And that's really odd.
Because there's no pain quite like marriage.
Although I know someone who was going through something with one of the child services things.
Oh. And
the child told the social worker that their grandmother had said that about a cut that they got. But that's just a common thing to say. It's just people don't even realize they're saying it.
Yeah.
And they questioned what that meant. When is the child getting married? What's going on here?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'm like, whoever the social worker was clearly
took it too literally.
Yeah.
You see, we're in that generation where we're between two generations. So we know a lot of the vernacular of the generation before and after us.
Yeah.
But the one after us haven't inherited the vernacular of the generation before us. So... if the social worker was in any way a young one, she probably hadn't heard that before.
Yeah. Or could be that she just wasn't from here.
Yeah, you wouldn't know.
Yeah. But that is a very common phrase. But, stream has frozen on my phone. Up over from the Wi-Fi.
I'm sure he is engaging with this Leon one.
That heart. Oh, there it goes. That heart thing wouldn't go away for me there.
But Desmond says Bancho Leomon is basically made to be like Masaru. He doesn't underestimate the time on extend Night Dong. Yeah, like that execution scene. The nights that were drawn very like long.
Like we get they're huge.
Yeah, but they were improportionately stretched as well.
Yeah, someone dragged the image by accident.
They put in the wrong like parameters for the skew.
Yeah.
But I like the backstory. I like the fight between like what we see of it between Suguru.
Do you think the volcano was really in that story, or do you think that he just put that in there?
Oh no, I fully believe the volcano was there
and
because that suits the characters.
It just went off exactly.
But that's a Japanese trope.
But men exaggerate.
Yeah, oh no. I'm sure there's okay, you know what? There's probably an element of exaggeration there, but it's also such a Japanese trope that like, fists clash when the volcano erupts, or the shockwave of the clash, moved Mount Fuji to explode. Like, it is a common enough trope in Japanese media that I would fully believe that volcano was there. But it
if you were there
also
talking to them,
But it could also be Bancho Leomon and Suguru just making Masaru, just go, oh yeah, look how cool our meeting was.
Yeah.
But that said, I do like how their meeting was just a bigger, more explosive version of Masaru and Agumon's meeting.
Yeah. Even the way they were lying down, just beat up, but
Yeah.
happy.
And I don't think Bancho Leomon tried to kick Suguru in the balls either.
Yeah.
That's the thing Agumon did. He kicked
Yeah.
Masaru right in the nads.
Yeah. Hey, you never know.
No, Bancho would have more
Decorum.
decor. Yeah.
Wouldn't fight dirty.
I don't know where the scratcher is. Up. And
The
to
mic is on.
right. I know. No, other right.
Other right.
Ah, there it is. Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah, I just could not reach that itch. Thank you.
Don't mind me just scritching my AJ.
Yep. I'm all tingly now.
Long claws.
Yeah. But there were some points in the animation where I was just like, oh, there goes.
Yeah,
my
like
suspension
that
of
shot
disbelief.
of everyone, but Agumon was like front and center.
Really misshapen.
Oh, he was so misshapen that his eye didn't look like it was part of his face.
Yeah.
His nostrils looked like they should have been his eyes.
I loved your reaction though when Yoshino and Toma first showed up, and you were like, "Oh, the bad team is back." And I was like, I kind of looked at Yoshino and went, "Oh yeah, she's looked really deflated."
Yeah. Sorry, that's what I was reading the script about.
Yeah.
When you said that, yeah. Script. The subtitle note.
Yeah, it's a really fun episode. Like it's
Yeah, it
Masaru
really is a
finally
pity, but-
reunites with his dad and then has to blow him up.
Yeah, that was, and it's not even just his dad. It's his dad's body, and his dad.
Yeah, and
One
his
could-
mentor.
Yeah, one could argue that if it was just the body, he could take it out because Suguru's still there, and it wouldn't be as much of an issue. Now, it might be for
Might be for Sayuri, you wouldn't
But-
know.
I mean, she was already in the closet with him, so. Sorry, I'll never let that one go. But they, that would be less painful than actually killing the man. You get rid of the body,
Yeah.
but he's still there and you can talk to him. It's not as bad. But
Yeah.
so not only did he have to destroy the body, he had to.
Trying to imagine explaining that one to the neighbors if Bancho Leomon moves in.
Hey guys, remember me?
Would he have to
No.
Suguru, you're a lot hairier since we last saw you. Is that a new coat?
You're a bit taller there, lad.
Yeah. And I like what you pointed out where like Suguru, because he's in Bancho Leomon's body, is still like 8 foot taller than Masaru, so he's still able to like give him head pats and ruffle his
Like
hair
he's a child,
like he's
yeah.
a child. Yeah.
My AJ had to shake.
Overall, a really good episode.
Yeah,
I am gonna go back and get like that bit where everyone's like warped because. Oh, for that. Like I don't even like how he's holding the Digivice here.
No, it looks like his hair looks a bit funky there.
Yeah.
But Bancho Leomon is perfect. Every shot of him, he's perfect. Except when he's looking up at Craniummon. That one shot where he's looking up at him, his face was a bit weird.
There.
I just noticed how scared Gatsumon looks.
Yeah.
Everyone else is all shocked and misshapen, and he's just, oh.
Yeah, and there's so much like for a rock band, there's so much personality in Gatsumon's face.
Yeah. But Agumon, like, there's no depth to his face.
Oh no, like as you were saying, like
So-
if you like his Like that.
You screenshot that.
I did, yeah. Like if you edit out that eye, it just looks like his nostrils are his eyes.
Yeah.
It looks like a malformed Pac-Man or something.
Yeah, like because there's no depth, like, and you can't see how far back his eyes are, and the fact that that's his nose, like it's a snout.
Yeah.
Because you can't see that, it looks like the eye, like he has two spot eyes and one big eye. Like it's awful.
Yeah, you can tell.
Also, if you really focus on his eye, his ear looks like a tiny beak.
It does. Yeah. It's like there's a whole other face here.
He has another face. Yeah, what the fuck?
Oh, we'll show that one off on Discord for sure.
Yeah. Oh, let me play with it. Yeah.
I will, of course. Wait. But yeah.
I left my stylus downstairs.
So we're saying 4.5 for this.
4.5. Yeah, it would have been a 5 if it weren't for the animation.
Ooh, we haven't given an episode a 4.5 since episode 19.
Oh.
That's an interesting score. The target is Icto.
Our averages are jumping up on this one and down on the other one.
Favorite character?
Oh, Banjo-Leomon.
Yeah, it has
But
to
does
be.
that count as Suguru?
Oh, well, that's it. Well, that's a good question now. Or like,
But they are one and the same now.
yeah. So, is favorite character Suguru rather than Banjo-Leomon? And how do we how do we split that up then later?
I mean, I feel like have we given it to Suguru on his own before?
Yes.
You
episode
have,
24.
yeah.
So have you.
Yeah.
I guess for the purposes of this, we have to keep them separate because we've scored them separately.
But now they're the same person.
Yeah.
So if we had given him favorite character in the last episode, who would that have been?
Banjo-Leomon, because we didn't know then.
But at the end, he said it.
Oh yeah, shit. Oh yeah, right at the end. Sorry.
So that is him declaring which one he is.
Yeah. I think there are
And
cues.
technically, we've given it to Banjo-Leomon before.
There are cues in the episodes that let you know who's talking. Even in the older ones, I remember if you go back, you can actually tell who's talking when. So
Okay.
it's not that they set it up, but there's a change in like how the character talks in general, like their cadence changes. You can actually tell who's in control of the body at that stage. So, are we classing favorite character then for this as Suguru?
I don't know.
I did, because like there was points where Banjo-Leomon was talking, and then you could tell like Suguru had taken over and was like, "Don't interrupt people while they're talking."
Yeah.
Being a proper parent, like Masaru just like, "Oh, Dad's angry at me."
Yeah, because like he remembers dad to a 4-year-old.
Yeah.
And dad to a 4-year-old and dad to a 14-year-old who fights are two very different people.
Yeah. So when we're tallying these up at the end, then
Like,
do the Suguru and Banjo-Leomon votes just combine?
I feel like they have to.
Yeah, I guess we have to treat it like a spirit evolution,
Yeah.
where
I think that's fair enough,
where Agumon counts as Takuya.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay, I'm happy with that. Yeah. So which form then do you want to give favorite to, Suguru or Banjo-Leomon?
Banjo-Leomon. The better looking one.
But I'll go with Suguru because like he put his life on the line.
Well, so did Banjo-Leomon.
Well,
He's dead too.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, to Yggdrasil, like he had that much faith in Satsuma and Yushima.
Yeah.
That he promised, look, if this ever happens again, you can kill me.
Yeah.
And then like the initial confrontation with Banjo-Leomon where he's like, I'm looking for Yggdrasil, let me pass. But Banjo-Leomon was so cocky, like a Bancho or a god, which is better. I kind of love that as well,
Yeah, like See, when I'm voting for Bancho Leomon, I am voting for both of them
Yeah.
together. And then they became, like, they were two separate people and they became one. So I'm counting that as both of them.
Yeah. Like, because the votes will overlap once we get to, like, leveling this out.
Let's be fair.
I'm gonna leave it as Suguru for now.
Yeah, let's
but
be
it
fair.
may as well be it may as well be a Bancho Leomon vote. But I think I know where you're gonna go. There's not gonna be enough votes for them for it to matter.
For it to matter, yeah.
Yeah. No, I get that.
I mean, Masaru has clearly won on my side. He's like every second episode.
I'm fully expecting when we do Frontier that, like, Lord Nightmon somehow wins. Look at this. 1, 2, 3,
yeah,
4,
see,
5.
he's more consistent. Like, because see, in that show, we're voting for a different villain every time. It's never the children.
Yeah.
And if it is, it's in a filler episode where they've not actually done anything.
Oh,
that ad cut off my chat.
Oh, rude. Let's see then.
So does this mean Bancho Leomon is now the new dad? Yes.
Yes.
Suguru Leomon. Bancho
Suguru.
Bancho Suguru.
I guess.
Yeah. And now
Episode 47.
Yggdrasil has a weird looking form.
Yeah, which
Kinda
you might remember
mighty
from
looking.
Cyber Sleuth.
Vaguely.
It is
Because when you
Yggdrasil
said
7d6.
Yeah. Should I close my eyes in case any spoilers come on?
Nah. Or in the card game over here, in the dub, he was called King Drazel.
Ah, okay.
Because they simplified the name because little Timmy can't say Yggdrasil. Like, they've
Yeah.
never watched a Marvel movie with Thor to be able to say Yggdrasil or Mjolnir or whatever.
Yeah.
But also God. So they turned God into a king. So it became
Oh, so when he's saying things about, like, I am a god, you can't defy me? He's saying I'm the king?
I am the king, you cannot defy me.
Really?
Yeah. They swapped out God for king and
I mean, just change it to I am a god, not the god. Other gods exist in everything.
Yeah, well, tell that to Christian America.
Thor is a god.
Yeah, but he's a fairy tale. Our God is real. And I'm sorry.
Well, so I mean, he's a fairy tale. Why can't this one in Digimon be women?
I'm being facetious when I say that, but that is the mentality of people. Oh, like the Asgardian gods, they're fairy tales, but our God is real. We have a book that was written 2,500 years ago that proves it. Like, we've no real evidence in modern day, but we have this book that's been rewritten a bajillion times. And I'm not getting on my anti-religion, high horse here. But that is the logic that goes into these decisions for children's television overseas. And unfortunately, that is...
Yet they make fun of when you can't say things about the prophet.
Yeah.
In
Muslim religions.
Yeah.
And things. Yeah.
Muhammad, you can't depict him in anything.
And they make fun of that. Like, oh, ha, 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 you...
And then Digimon can't have a nun or a god.
Yeah. Because it might upset the Christians or the Catholics. But every other religion is fair game. Go nuts. Like... Yeah, I know. It's gross. Like, it is gross.
Told you he was daddy. Yes, Yuki. I mean, he was daddy without being Suguru.
Shame there's no lolly Yggdrasil. I mean, when we get to
Oh my god, that would be funny.
Suguru in the lolly Yggdrasil body? Oh no. No.
No, I mean, Suguru disintegrates and it's a little lolly doing a pose. all that big action, fire, blah.
Yeah.
disintegrate. And just this little lolly standing there like.
Well,
What does Lolly Yggdrasil look like again? It would be a twist for sure.
Cross Wars manga. Yggdrasil. There she is.
Ah, yes. So she's wearing the other one as a dress.
Basically,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And like the other one's head is like the thing on the staff. So
it looks like Anya's in that manga. See there on the side.
This one?
Who's that? Next to Taiki.
What, here?
No, up top, pink hair.
So in the Cross Wars manga, Yu doesn't exist. Nene has a sister instead of a brother.
Ah, okay.
And that's her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anya.
Yes.
Anya from Spy Family. That's where she started.
So, but we will get to the Cross Wars manga soon. Booster 19 is going to have evolutions specifically from this manga, so that's going to be fun.
I see another daddy.
Oh, Bagramon.
That sentence there. Is that? Are they doing the time to duel thing, or are they doing the Digimon thing?
I don't know. I think it's meant to be from the theme song, like dit 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 dit. Digimon, digital monster. Yeah, I think it's meant to be that.
Why am I so repulsed by that song? I really don't know.
Note to self: hunt down the Cross Wars manga on VII. So I actually have a physical copy of them, and the Applemon manga.
That's what we're doing next month. So
sure.
I thought she was drooling. Lilithmon with
I'll
her.
show chat what I have on screen here. This.
Yeah, just that Lilithmon with the finger. I thought there was drool coming out of her mouth at first.
Look how handsome Bagramon is. Oh no, that pink hair. Sorry, that's Akari.
Is it?
Yeah, because the sister is here. See this? This
yeah.
Pipsqueak.
Well, I can see why you'd mixed them up.
Yeah, so that pink-haired girl is Akari. Taiki looks so different in the manga.
More like Tai Chi.
A little bit. Yeah. So there's there's the sister. There's Nene in her shadow bikini.
In the wheelchair.
Where?
That looks like you. As in, why you?
Oh, it does. There are multiverse shenanigans in this manga, so he could appear. Maybe he's a character, but like in a different dimension. This is, but yeah, he does kind of look like you. I don't know. I haven't read it like cover to cover yet, so because I was always waiting to like own it or get a fanlation to go through. But yeah.
Oh, Yuki said sorry for not being active in chat, but I can't see the rest of that message because of the stupid heart thing.
Oh, sure. Let me take this down. Swap back over. Busy with Wild Drift. Game? They turned you into a lolly. I'm envious of Suguru for some reason. Desmond, be good. Don't worry, Meg. That theme song doesn't get as annoying as the Power Rangers theme songs of today.
There's just something about it that bothers me now because I know the other one is so much better.
Yeah.
Every time I hear it, I'm like, ugh, that's wrong.
I don't have an issue with the original, like Digimon 1999 dub theme. My problem is, and I don't even have a problem.
Oh, when they
that
like reuse it for the other ones.
yeah, I don't even mind when they reuse it for 02 because it's the same continuity. So having the
Yeah.
same theme song kind of makes sense. My problem with it was when they reused it then again for Tamers, and I was like, okay, guys, get a new song. Which I'm then thankful that Frontier, Data Squad, Fusion, like they all have their own unique, theme songs. But like to me, and maybe it's just because I grew up with it.
Somebody draw Lolly AJ.
No. Maybe it's just because I grew up with it, but to me, like the '99 version of the Digimon theme song, the dub, has that like original Pokemon theme nostalgia.
Oh yeah, it has that
iconography to it.
Yeah, but no, it just when I say that we still watch Digimon to someone or they do that theme song, I'm like, no, not that one.
Do you know, it's funny because we had that conversation at the start of the episode where it's like like I get why they kind of reuse this and blah blah blah. When I was picking up that box of cards from the comic shop the other day, there was a guy in the shop. It was just kind of seemed to be one of those people who just kind of lives in the comic shops. Like he's just kind of there to talk to the owners about whatever the hobby is, and they're going, that's nice.
Yeah.
And I like
kind of like those people that stand at the front of the bus to talk to the driver.
Yeah.
But nerdy.
And so the owner, he went upstairs, brought down that he was holding for me, went down, put it on the desk, and he was tapping up the queue. And the guy looks over, nosy as all hell, looks at one of it and goes, Digimon? I didn't know that was still going. I remember that when I was younger. Like, yeah, it's still going. It just got a new anime last year. You should check it out. It's on Crunchyroll. Hey, thanks. Yeah, the card game's been around for like 4 years now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so weird how...
So I get it in a sense of why they keep putting the adventure stuff out there. Because it reminds people the brand exists at all.
Yeah, but they don't do enough for the rest of it.
No, they definitely
to make people realize it's still going. Like, people will just keep going, oh, I remember that. Oh, I remember that. And not put any...
Yeah.
Because they don't realize there's more of it. They're just stuck with that because there's no promotion for the rest of it.
Yeah.
They're missing out on great shows.
They are.
Crosswords and Savers.
And Atmon.
And Atmon, yes.
So, episode 47 then. You ready?
I mean, I'm not, but I am.
Okay.
Getting very close to the end of this folder and I don't like it.
Well, Digimon Savers, episode 47. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and go.
Folder is going on that drive. Frontier you can delete.
Protect the future. That's his final battle.
Can't be the final battle, there's another episode.
So in the dub for this, Mona Marshall, Koshiro's dub actress, or Kite in Dot Hack, voices this version of Yggdrasil.
Okay.
And the dub explanation is that this whole season is it's a simulation run by Izzy to see if humans and Digimon can live together peacefully. This whole season is like a simulation.
Okay.
Which I think it's a weird take, but okay. That was their way of justifying why Izzy is God. Oh God, he's just got Yggdrasil's just wrecking everything.
If Ghost Game was a simulation, would it be better or worse?
No comment.
In that evolution sequence, Ravemon could give Rosemon a run for the good money.
Yeah.
The world was the Ghost Game this whole time. I mean, it was to Quantumon.
Yeah. Keep those tentacles away from Rosemon.
Mm-mm. Okay, she has her own tentacles. Oh god. Okay. It feels weird that
It just broke. What? The shock of it every time the Geogray sword broke? Never! Also, I'm sorry, landing like that, those things on Shine Greymon's back are broken.
Yeah. It's so weird though. If you're actually God, why aren't you just going, nope. Ikto, wanna throw your boomerang there? Or does that only work on the ones inside the tree?
Oh, sorry, the thing on its back.
Oh, that's the staff.
That's the staff,
Yeah.
yeah. I think it's got the same thing on the shoulder, the pauldrons there. Eat dirt, Masaru. Masaru taking a moment of self-reflection here.
Suguru should have looked better in that shot. He looked like the side of his head was stretched out. It's funny how the humans call it the human world instead of Earth.
Yeah. It's so hard to believe this is the same Gatsumon.
Yeah. They wouldn't even pick him up after that. 6 minutes.
Yeah.
It did get to a point of 9 minutes at one stage.
Yeah, but it's never been as obnoxious as Cross Wars' 10. Commercial break? No, the opening theme song.
And then a commercial break.
Yeah. Cross Wars is like almost felt like just an obligation to have to play a contractual obligation at that point.
Like, we should probably play the theme song we paid for.
It looks like Crusader Man. Looks like Craniummon has really like short arms
Yeah.
because of the big gauntlets he has on.
Wow. Oh!
Did she just faint?
I think so.
Let's just put her on this rock. Whoa.
Big eyes.
She was so excited to see her eyes popped out of her skull. Oh, damn. What is that animation?
I think it's the first and only time we'll see that all together. Oh, this triumphant music is so good. It's like marching band music.
Giant orchestra.
Yeah. Rosamon SplashTomato.
I was waiting for the wing. Oh, it did the frontier thing.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Oh!
They did some damage. Could have just aimed a bit higher. If they got it in the face, could it though?
Resurrected? Like, are you Jesus? We have a Jesus mom, though.
Mm.
What was that
Scream.
pose? Oh yeah, you love Rosemond screams. Wait. Sorry, that
Especially when there's tentacles involved. Are those people in the air?
quick, somebody get a whistle. You hurt my follower. He hasn't called him that in forever.
Mm.
But we stopped the human who was doing all that. What part of that don't you get? We stopped that.
Mm. You fucked over the humans as well.
Yeah.
They should have kept him alive and given him to Yggdrasil.
I'm honestly surprised they had the balls to not bring him back.
Mm.
Because you know the usual trope of, well, they didn't find a body, he's still out there.
Mm.
So, Masaru's mastered his Digisoul.
Mm-hmm. And so have they by default.
Yep. Yggdrasil just, think manly thoughts! Oh.
I like how he's just sitting in there with all these other random people like
Yeah.
Craniummon. Has he had to explain to them what he is? Oh, their faces look terrible there. She lost her chest.
She did. We need the other team to help her find it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, great.
Oh, shit! Oh, shit!
Oh, great. That's all we need.
Oh.
Oh, they're facing the wrong way.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's alive!
Aww. I want a plushie of him.
Oh. So that's actually based on a real thing. The WIZ 9000. That's actually based on a real
Okay.
thing. He's just murdering babies!
Yep. It had a personality, and now it's just like computer says no. It was giving very spoiled child vibes there for a minute. Okay.
Yeah.
Masaru is gonna punch God again.
So the WIZ 9000 comes from the Wiz Limited Company, who created the first VPET.
Okay.
Yeah, so they eventually merged with another company to become Plex. but they effectively worked with Bandai on the first handheld VPET.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, so it's a nice little lore.
Mm.
Like they are literally the creator of Digimon, in a sense.
Ooh, excuse me.
So it's a nice little reference.
Yeah, it's interesting that Yggdrasil just defaulted to computer.
Yeah.
Meg with the spoiler. It's a spoiler that Masaru punches the thing that's in front of him.
Yeah.
The voice of Lalaman has no surname. Are they
No.
idol?
Like, it must be just an idol, yeah. Yukana. So, what did we think of episode 47?
Oh, okay, a lot to take in.
Yeah.
I don't even know where to start. Okay.
So
So Yggdrasil with the crystals and the tentacles.
yeah,
Okay.
they
Yeah.
get beaten up, and he goes off to the human world, and they follow along. Everyone.
For a minute, I thought, like with Chica and Piamon, and you
Yeah.
know, innocence of children and all that, I thought there was going to be something there, but it went, no, you're dead.
Yeah, like it just start murdering baby Digimon
appealing.
later.
Yeah,
Like-
there is no appealing to it at all.
No. Once God has made its mind up, you're fucked. Like it's.
But I do like the unable to compute, because at the end of the day, God or not, it is a computer program.
Yeah.
So I like that.
Yeah, there's a few references within.
Ooh. Average view duration 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nice. So the 9,000 part of the WIZ is a reference to the HAL 9,000.
Okay.
So it's a mixed reference between Wiz, the company who, you know, helped bring the VPET to life, and the HAL 9,000.
Yeah.
There is, I believe, another reference in its name. The 76 part. Yeah, sorry. So 7D6 is hexadecimal for the year 2006.
Ah, okay.
The year the show aired.
Yeah.
So that's so I think that's kind of cool. Bringing it back to hexadecimal. And
Yeah, so yeah, the Digimon got knocked out cold as well.
yeah. Almost like a, oh god, are they dead? Are we gonna need like a whistle or magic tears to wake
I
them
just
up?
Is he dead? No.
Yeah, we killed him on.
And to be fair, the size of them, the size of Dukemon,
Yeah.
and the size of Kudamon, there is no way they saw him in his hand,
course
considering he's white on a white hand as well.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Do you remember that time like we saw Nanami on Mirage Gagumon's hand? Then she just disappeared from like existence.
Yeah.
You know, it could be a similar thing.
Those three just got dropped in the ocean and everyone forgot about them.
Yeah.
Oh.
I do like the Knights kind of. It's a bit. I realize this series is shorter than most by like a couple of episodes, but I don't know how I feel about the Royal Knights that weren't like actively engaging Dats, going off and blowing up buildings, and then suddenly going, yeah, maybe we shouldn't have done this.
I think it's more from the feeling of the rest of them. They kind of went, why don't we have that feeling? Why aren't we helping preserve where we live instead of destroying this other place?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I guess.
think they got that at that moment as opposed to figuring it out.
Yeah. Okay.
They didn't all have the benefit of being frozen into a block with slip on.
That's valid. Any other kind of thoughts about the episode? Anything you didn't like?
Like there were some weird animations again, but like they really should have put more money into the ending of this.
Yeah.
Is this the one that got cut short?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the
that's-
one
yeah.
with the alleged, and I have to say alleged here,
Yeah.
executive meddling, where they were told, we want more adventure stuff, and the writers went, no, and Bandai went, oh, okay. No more episodes then.
I'm sorry, Omegamon wasn't enough.
Nah. Allegedly.
Mm.
That's the TLDR version of this of the story. Executives wanted more adventure things. The development team pushed back on that because they were already in the middle of a story here.
Yeah.
And so Bandai went, okay, we're cutting your budget. Which
explains a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if they had that one team. To be fair, if I was on that one team and I saw how the other team were animating these episodes, I'd be disgusted at the end of the show. We're clearly the better team.
Anything story-wise that you didn't really like, or anything that really stood out to you? So that's why Megamon and Magnamon weren't fighting in this series. I believe so. I believe they got hit with budget constraints. Or those are heroic Digimon from the show we actually like. We can't show them being opposition.
Yeah. They'll just pretend they were fighting off.
Yeah.
They were destroying buildings and whatnot.
It wouldn't shock me if it ever came out there's an element of that as well.
Yeah, like there could have been.
Because people remember Magnamon for the whole like defeating Chimera-mon thing. And the crest of kindness in Ken's like base and the golden Digi-Egg and all of that stuff, or Digimental. So yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if there was something like that, but
yeah, there could have been some of that. Like maybe they had it animated. Maybe they had other episodes where they were doing stuff and they went, no, you can't do that. He's the star. He can't be bad.
Don't forget the movie too. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, I'm not, but people remember Chimera-mon more than they remember, Shurikenger and Willis. Or Wallace, because Wallace never came back.
Yeah.
in a meaningful capacity. Being a background cameo doesn't count. That's member berries. He didn't come back in any sort of meaningful capacity. But
wasn't he a couple of phone calls as well? Oh no, Mimi had someone else, didn't she?
Michael.
Yeah.
Yeah. Her friend in the States. Yeah,
that could have just been Willis.
That could have just been Wallace, yeah.
Yeah.
Willis.
Anytime I say Willis, maybe remember that God of War music?
I think Willis is a better name for him than Wallace. I think Willis...
I know, but when I hear the name Willis,
Yeah.
you know that God of War song that I heard years ago with the misheard lyrics? And there's like a bit in the middle of it that's like a big operatic thing. It's all in Latin.
Oh, vaguely, yeah.
Yeah, so, but in the middle of it, the Bruce Willis's head starts flashing on it, and whatever they're saying sounds like they're going, Willis, Willis.
Yeah.
And every time I hear Willis, especially when we were watching it, that was just in my head like an alarm.
Yeah, no, I do think the dub's Willis name is better than Wallace, and it might just be because to me Wallace is a Scottish name.
Wallace is a surname.
As a surname, it's also a surname. Yeah.
Yeah. Both
William,
of them are.
but I think
Willis.
of William Wallace more so
Mm.
than I don't think I've ever met anyone with Wallace as their first name either.
No, except for Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why we don't like it. I mean, it's not that I don't like Wallace and Gromit, but you know, terrified of that fucking penguin.
That's what they want. So, score out of 5 then for this episode.
That's a difficult one.
Yeah.
This was a good episode, but also there was something.
There's
I don't want to say something missing. Like all that determination to save everything and all the Digisoul and everything didn't feel as intense as blowing up Bancho-Leomon and
No.
although him hugging Yggdrasil is still hilarious.
Yeah.
And he's doing it for so long.
Stomp. Hug. Masaru, hurry up and kill us, will you
He's
please?
just standing there like, and Masaru's like, no, do it. But the fact that he was able to hold, like, if it's supposed to be this all-powerful thing of like, why did it trap itself in a tiny human body? I know I did it originally, but why didn't it just go, no, this isn't happening, and shoot out the mouth like a demon in Supernatural? But, yeah, like at first Yggdrasil in this episode was really getting to spoiled child levels.
Yeah.
Like the kids in Frontier calling Lucimon a little spoiled child.
Yeah.
Which and that's the vibe I was getting from it as well. But
I'm God, you can't disobey me.
And it's very like Karada as well.
Yeah.
That way. You don't agree with me? I'll kill you all. Yeah, it's Masaru was Masaru. We're defeated? No, we're not. I have more determination and I'm gonna keep fighting.
Yeah.
Over and over and over and over
And that's
I'm
just
dead.
that's
And
been his
yeah.
MO since
And it works. I forgot that I called him Dante Leomon in that episode. It's like, who the fuck is that? Oh, but yeah, once they were on once the Royal Knights were, realizing that their god was shit, I like that they all jumped in to help push the thing, which I still think is hilarious that they're physically pushing the world.
Oh, that's awkward.
What?
So that image I put up. Yep.
Oh. Monday sure hurt itself. Is that what this is? Yeah.
Because they didn't get their way. Yeah. But that's kind of allegedly Bandai's MO kind of with this franchise.
Yeah.
No. What did I do agree this episode is kind of harder to score as well because this is effectively the last episode. They're trying to cram in everything.
Yeah, and this
The
feels
knights are
like...
good now. They're helping Craniummon. God has a new form. God has turned into a robot. They got the final burst mode. Masaru won't stay down. They tried to keep the world upholding by Digisoul alone, and God went no. And
Started killing babies.
yeah,
yeah, this feels it feels like a middle between the one we just watched and the one we're about to watch. It feels like the middle of an episode.
oh, are we? You want to go there?
No, not tonight, just in general.
Okay, because I was going to say we could, and then on Sunday we do the Tokuten Aizo and have that the Tokuten Aizo.
Yeah.
It's like length of an episode.
Oh no, then we'll
So
do...
we could what? Hear me out.
Okay.
We do that, and then that gives us more time to talk about the show, score it up, do the tallies.
No, I'd rather do the two of them together.
All right, you're gonna regret it.
Am I?
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. You're gonna regret it.
We start earlier on Sundays.
The Tokutenaizo is a clip show.
Okay, so we can
It's-
watch that as we
it's-
talk about it.
It's Agumon, Lalamon, and Gaomon sitting in the studio talking about the show, making jokes.
Yeah, so we can watch that as we're doing a.
All right then. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think we should finish the show on a Thursday.
Why? If we're gonna be recording on Sunday anyway.
Yeah, but no, I think we should all be here on Sunday as scheduled for the finale.
As scheduled.
Yeah.
Yes, listen to Meg. As scheduled. Listen to Meg talk about schedules.
You're lucky I'm a PNG right now.
All right.
Alphamon show up when Yggdrasil is acting up again.
All right then. Well then, score it up.
I can't. It's difficult. It was good, but it wasn't 5 good.
No.
Maybe 4? I don't know if 4.5.
No, I think a 4 is as generous as I could get with the episode. Just because there's so much.
Like, it wasn't bad in any respect.
But there's no breathing room. You just there's so much going on.
So I'm saying there's so much happening that the determination behind pushing the world back and all of
And
that.
then the Digimon turning into like I must go to the light, like
Yeah.
zombies and.
Yeah, it definitely was. I feel like it was definitely meant to be spread out into more episodes. I mean, Masaru is the favorite character.
Okay.
He got up and did the fighting again.
Fair enough.
He exploded into fire and sent it shooting into the digital world. And then the others could just do it because he did it. I mean, I get it. I get why they did it. It's, they've all mastered it because of their will to live or whatever, but...
Yeah. It's always better when Masaru does it because him not having to punch something to summon the Digisoul is always like a ooh.
Yeah.
And everyone just goes, oh, I'll just do what he did.
Yeah.
You know.
I feel like he understands it more than the others. But yeah, I'll give it a 4.
A 4? Okay.
Yeah. Yggdrasil being actual
It did not
computer.
change your score. Yeah, the 4 did nothing for your average.
Yeah. Didn't bring it down. That's the important part. No, what I was saying is Yggdrasil turning proper does not compute is scarier, I think, than Tantrum God.
Yeah.
Because computers have no compassion.
Yeah. And it makes sense that he didn't when the Royal Knights were talking about emotions, he's like, emotions, what are you on about? And then the robot kicked in.
Yeah, that is definitely scarier. It's almost like a really powerful Gizmon at that stage.
Yeah, that's fair, yeah.
Did Kurata meet Yggdrasil at any stage?
Kurata's a Malthus.
I really wish Kurata was imprisoned somewhere and we could go, here, you can have this one. Do what you want to him.
I like the stuff with Garudamon.
Hmm.
And Yomon Knights coming back. Them
Yeah,
kinda...
Garudamon and when Craniummon came in, they were like, no, I'm fighting you. You're here to harm this world, I'm gonna fight you.
Yeah.
Even though I'm really not able. I'm really lower level than you are.
Yeah.
Even if they were same level, I don't think it would even matter because, like, Piamon's been alive like a day.
Yeah.
Glad Chica didn't get hurt.
Yeah.
Sayori lost her good cleavage. -5 stars.
I don't have that soundboard here. Right, Mom. I'm trying to get back to my thought process. Like the nights. The Digisoul thing was fun. The Digimon kind of getting possessed by the call of the Digisoul, I guess, or the responding to the world's will to live. It was fun. And then Yggdrasil just started murdering babies and everybody stopped.
Desmond said it's like the D Reaper with Yggdrasil there.
Kind of. Yeah, there's a few references. One I can't really get into until 48, but there's a couple of references in this finale to past shows. Yeah.
It's not gonna pick Chica up and put her in a bubble, is it?
Spoilers. Again, I can't say. I can't say until we watch 48. So. Oh, I'm torn between a 3.5 and a 4.
Okay.
Because
why does it lose points?
Because there's no breathing room. There's no room to really take in what's going on. It's, you know, and like I get that that's because of the production issues, allegedly. But you don't get a moment to breathe between That's fighting Yggdrasil in the digital world. Yggdrasil going to the human world. Garudamon, trying to fight and losing. Everybody going burst mode, getting defeated. The knight showing up, questioning Yggdrasil. Dukemon is still alive. Kudamon's alive. The knights try.
Kudamon's dead. Kudamon's alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The kids try to hold up the digital world with their Digisoul. The Digimon turn into zombies and go towards the light. Yggdrasil says no and starts killing baby Digimon to prove a point. Turns into a maniacal supercomputer. Masaru has determination. It just keeps going. There's no
stopping point.
Yeah, there's no sort of moment for you to kind of absorb what's happening. Because by the time you get to the next story beat, you're going, wait, what just happened? The episode's a bit of a hurricane. But while I don't have a problem with those individual parts, the episode does rush through them, and the show really could have done with even one more episode to split up what happened here into 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Where you could drag out some of it,
you could even just have the Digimon floating towards them or whatever and cut it off there somewhere.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
And then next episode, Yggdrasil goes maniacal supercomputer, and you're going, oh, okay, now we're in the end game. Because everybody has turned against Yggdrasil now, and it's just lost its mind.
Yeah.
So, it's more so for that. I like the individual beats, but it's just the breakneck pace that it runs at to hit them all is kind of like, whoa, hold on, slow down a second.
Yeah.
It's not difficult to keep up with, but you would like just an extra minute or 2 to kind of process what's going on with everybody. You're jumping around to Yushima and Relena and the dad. You're jumping back to Miki and Megumi. We'll be seeing so you're bouncing back to Sayuri, who I feel should be dead because it kind of looked like Masaru's neighborhood that just got sucked into a wireframe when that first attack hit. Yeah. I was like, oh, Sayuri's dead.
Yeah, because like last time they kind of indicated that you could see where Banjo-Leomon was from that house.
Yeah.
And then he shot a crystal directly in that direction, but somehow missed their house.
That's
yeah.
Yeah. You know, I feel like Sayori's house is like Sayori's house has like withstood a lot. I think when we last saw it, it was like the only house left standing in the neighborhood. But then like that neighborhood just gets obliterated and you start seeing the wireframe of the digital world come up below it and you're like, oh yeah, no, she's dead. There's just so much going on. But in saying that, them not having time to let things breathe gives them less time to screw stuff up.
True.
And
that shot of the miniskirt girls was awful.
yeah, and that's it. There's like some animation.
One of them literally had a kissy face going
There's
on.
definitely some animation flubs, but I feel like I can't ding this episode too badly for them if I let the bombshell episode off with the weird Agumon face. Because I feel like the animation flubs in that episode were worse because they pulled me out of the episode, and rightfully that episode should probably be a 4. But because of the plot and the Bancho-Leomon Suguru stuff and learning about why Suguru's been missing for so long overpowers that. I think the episode has enough quality to itself storytelling wise that it makes up for the animation flubs.
That's why it's not a 5 for me though, because of the animation, and that's why this is a 4 and not a 4.5.
Yeah.
There are flubs. So it's really weird when Omegamon talks.
Oh yeah, he's no mouth.
He has no mouth.
Yeah, he's just talking through the mouth. Yeah. He's just talking through the mouth guard. Like, that's fine.
It's weird because it's not animated. I know it wouldn't be animated, but it still looks weird.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite character then?
Oh. I want to give it to Omegamon for the meme. Because, like, all the Royal Knights basically did the same thing in this episode. But, like, Omegamon was actively giving out to him. But, you know, then Dukemon came back and went, no, Kudamon's alive. Craniummon, I think, for being a good boy and doing his best.
Yeah. He's really trying, and Masaru was just like, no, not yet.
Yeah.
Stand up.
If I yell at you, you'll be more determined to do it. Like, you'll have the energy to keep a hold on it if I yell at you. Also, well done to Craniummon for being able to hold a whole world up by himself.
Yeah.
You know, one that Lord Nightmon and Dynasmon haven't torn to shreds and left nothing of. Like, he's literally holding like that by like a mountaintop.
Yeah.
So Craniummon's strong.
Yeah. Like, he doesn't have the Digisoul of like
of the Messiah.
Yeah. He's still doing a pretty good job of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll go with Craniummon.
Yeah?
Yeah, because Craniummon's a good boy. And I like Omegamon giving out to Yggdrasil is fun, but I think it's just too much of a meme for me to give Omegamon props for anything. I think it's just too much of a meme.
I think you can if he was the...
He wasn't. Score though,
Go middle of the road if you're not satisfied either way. If you're satisfied and not satisfied, then make it a 3.
No. We'll go 4. Fuck it.
4? Okay. Yuki said, weird. Canva now requires premium to move images to a folder, but I can just click to select them and move them, no problem. So if you like right click on it and want to move a pile of images.
Ah, that's what happened. That's why the scores didn't change.
You didn't break down far enough.
Oh, ew. There we go.
Still the same.
No, it's not.
What was mine before the 4?
Well, if it was, it's not now. It's on. Well, it's on the right.
Yeah, but it was still 84, wasn't it?
Oh, okay. Well, it wasn't counting these cells before, and mine mine changed when I did it. So. Mine was like 3.77. Now it's 3.78. So mine updated.
I'm trying to read it.
Right. Well then. 3.84.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So
the same. Yeah.
your average is still the same, but mine updated. So I know the new formula works.
Desmond said no lolly Yggdrasil 0 out of 10.
Well, that sounds like a you problem.
Same across the board, huh?
Yeah.
Right.
So Masaru versus Suguru for you, Meg.
Oh.
Here are your 5s. Where would you like to place this one?
Wow. Does feel like a very top tier episode.
I like that we have the same amount of 5s.
Yeah. We have the same amount of everything? No.
No, I have 3 4.5s. You have a lot more.
I have like 5 of them, at least. That twist. Oh. Power that exceeds ultimate. That
Burst
is
mode.
Burst mode. Like actual burst
yeah,
mode.
the punch karate in the
Yeah.
face episode.
Yeah. Yeah, that had a punching karate in the face.
What is that meme of? Oh, what is that?
Football in the groin. Had a football in the
Yeah,
groin. Yeah.
that's the one. That had a punching karate in the face.
Yeah, that was what I was doing.
Yeah.
That meme, yeah.
I couldn't remember football in the groin.
I don't want to put it to the top.
Really? Okay. You sure?
I mean, it had punching God in the face.
Yeah. Which was more cathartic for you? Punching karate in the face or punching God in the face?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Fair enough.
It's like we defeated him and all.
Yeah.
And he caused this. Yeah, put it above it. Okay. My reaction alone to the it's me.
It was me, Masaru.
It was me all along. Yeah, that.
My whole family bought it. Um,
That must have been so difficult to stand next to his wife and not. Unless he did tell her, but I feel like she would have told Masaru.
no. I mean, he can tell Sayori, like, outside of the digital world where Yggdrasil can't see. I mean, Yggdrasil said don't get directly involved, and as soon as they got to the real world, Bancho-Leomon was all over this. So he was defying God's order, like, as soon as he was able to cross the barrier.
Yeah. So you're putting to the top as well?
Yep, because I went into this saying this is my favorite episode.
Yeah. It still stands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like I
these three being my top 3 episodes, that tracks. How will I feel about Goodbye Street Fighter, though? We'll find out on Sunday. Bombshell, The Truth About Bancho-Leomon, 4.5. Here are your 4.5s. Where would you like to put the episode?
Top.
Top? Okay.
Yeah.
I figured. Just because it's that kind of episode, like...
Yeah. Like I said, the only reason it's not a 5 is because the animation was shit.
If you had marked it 5, where would it have gone? Curiosity.
Ooh. Like if it had that animation.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Would it have gone under this just for narrative?
See, it's like it's a clip show episode of.
Yeah, that's one thing this series does well. Its clip shows are also plot episodes.
Yeah. Like it's a clip show, obviously, of clips we haven't seen because we weren't there for that story.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? It's not, like, it's new plot, but also backstory. So, yeah, I would put it pretty high on the list. But I don't know. I put it above, like, Toma versus Nana. Or maybe.
Fair. Okay.
I like Bancho-Leomon better than Nanami.
I mean, you're allowed to be wrong. I'll just have my harem of like Nanami and Violet, and I'll be okay.
How old
2
is
is a
Violet?
harem. 2 is a harem, right?
How old is Violet?
Good question. I haven't
So
actually
we
looked
don't
at the
know.
profile.
Chad, how old is Violet? What's her surname again?
In boots.
In Boots, yeah.
Which I think it's such a funny name considering, like, in the current manga chapter, she's trying to take Shumon away from
That's why she wants
Arisa.
it. That's why she wants it.
And then we know it turns
You'll
into
match
like,
me so well.
and then we know it turns into like Cinderella, whose whole thing is shoes. For me, I will.
You know, if they had given her Shumon, we'd hate it. In boots with a shoe.
Yeah, it'd be a bit too on the nose, wouldn't it? Especially when the adult level is called Shumon.
Yeah.
The target is Icto-Piemon's Tom. You know what? Yeah, it goes to the top. I think it's a better episode than these, for sure. So I will also put this to the top of my 4.5s.
That's his final battle.
Yeah, which 4. So these are your 4s. Where would you like to place Dats's final battle?
Sorry, I just remembered, because I saw in Sekimon's Rampage, and I just remembered him hopping onto the tail.
Oh yeah.
Take me with you! Just latching on like a child latching onto their leg. Let's see. Even Lord Belphemon revived. Is that when he turned Daddy Belphemon?
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's before Kurata zapped himself in there. Or was that in that episode too? Was that at the end of that episode?
I think it was the end of that episode. I think Kurata zapping himself in is what woke him up.
Well, he turned into the angry one first, didn't he?
No, because Shangreymon blew himself up at the start of the previous episode.
I remember that.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, it might be that at the end of the episode 35, he zapped himself in, so it was the big one running amok for 36. Yeah, that might be it. Sorry.
Okay.
I was just trying to remember if it was one of those things where like the episode title doesn't happen till like the last 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Because anime is awful like that.
I want to put it under those two.
Okay. So above Saber Leomon's Wrath?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very valid.
Because while this was, like, it was a good episode. But like you said, it was kind of a clusterfuck as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely don't think I would put this at the top of my fours, just looking at these. I actually think I'd follow your lead on this as well, and I think I'd put it above Saber Leomon's Wrath, because looking at these, I don't think it's a better episode than these, just simply because it's so breakneck.
Where did I put Confirm Motifice?
You gave it a 5. So, yeah, that's where we'll go. Oh, Yami was also teasing me about Violet to the point where she pulled up a character, something Sama, and she basically just looks like Violet. Is where she went. I think they got her from here, because it's also like another Bandai like thing. I think what was her name again? Something Sama.
You guys have any scores for these episodes? I thought there was a crack in my phone. It's just reflecting that. It's just reflecting the microphone. Who's better? Punching Dr. Eggman or punching Solaris? Asks Desmond.
Wait, what?
Who's better, punching Dr. Eggman or punching Solaris?
Who's Solaris?
I don't know. I know Solaris because it's the name of an Elliot Minor song.
Eureka Sama is her name.
Yeah.
There's a particular outfit that she has that just looks like
Is it that one there?
Violet's. This one, that's very close. That wasn't the one I was shown. I think it was more this one.
I think that's... Scroll up. Oh no, okay, I thought that was maybe the same outfit. No, that is the same outfit. They've just done something.
No, it isn't.
Oh no, it's not. That's...
No.
No.
Are you colorblind? But yeah, like Twin Tails, purple, gothic Lolita. She's got a vampire aesthetic or theme to her.
Especially there, she's got a cloak.
Yeah. So.
Where you from?
Aikatsu.
I don't know it. Oh right, you didn't know about Sonic 06.
Oh, Sonic 06. Oh yeah, I think I played that for about 10 minutes. I got sick and I went never again.
Curiosity killed the Leo man.
Because that game is incredibly fucking broken. It is programmed very badly.
Desmond said, I'm referencing who would you like to punch more, a mad scientist or a god?
Oh, yeah.
So that works,
that's valid.
Meg is a Leo man simp like Jury. I like a better Leo man.
Oh, good. Bunch of Leomons in the Crosswords manga. Nice.
Nice.
So is Fairymon, apparently. And Agumon.
Interesting.
Yeah. This does multiverse shenanigans as well. Like this Ulforce Vidramon here is Taichi's.
I'm sorry, he looks like he's sitting down and taking a poop.
Well, he's not, but that is Taichi's Ulforce Vidramon from V-Tamer. So there's a lot of multiverse shenanigans in it, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yuki said, alright, sped through making those memes. Okay. Canva giving you shit.
So before we look at memes, let's do our comments.
We have comments?
From last week's Savers.
Oh, sorry. For some reason I was thinking of yesterday. I was like, we have comments already?
That is where those episodes stand. I think there's
Yeah.
some pretty good placements. Like I think where we've put them are like deserved. And then yeah.
And even with a title like that, after seeing however much of the show, like, I feel like that deserves to be at the top. I'm so glad it was a good episode.
I want to make sure. Yep, E2 to E49. That's this one.
Yeah.
Cool.
I want to double check. You can remove the 4 and then put the 4 back in.
That's a good actually. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, the score is accurate. Cool. Do you like the show that little bit more than I do? Good. But yeah, one episode left.
1 point, not 1 point. 0.1.
0 point. But one episode left.
Yeah.
And then
I want to stretch it out. I don't want it to end tonight. I still haven't finished Criminal Minds. Look how long it's taken me to watch the end of that.
But that has what to do with this?
I don't want it to end. I don't want Criminal Minds to end. If I don't watch the end of it, it doesn't end.
Everything ends. Everything has its time, and everything dies. All we can do is go along for the ride and be happy for the time we had. Don't mean for that to sound so bleak, given how this recording started.
Yeah.
You know, it's not meant to be disrespectful in a way, but shows, books, stories, it's all about how you leave them. And if you never leave them, you're always wondering what if.
No, I like the Criminal Minds people being alive and frozen in time.
You're a weirdo. So anyway, let's have a look at our Savers comments, and then we will have less to do on Sunday.
Yeah.
It'll give us more time for doing math. Oof. All right. There we go. Why are you there? I have responded. Always approve. Oh. That's held for review, is it? Oh.
No.
Oh.
Maybe it's because you didn't actually respond or use the heart thing. Maybe the like and dislike don't count for that.
That's stupid, but okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I suppose when we're gonna have to do our Atmon retrospective because of all of Ali's comments.
We did a Ghost Game one, and we
Yeah.
watched them around similar times. So
So last week's Savers episode, when we did 42 to 44, Ali says Yoshino getting the short end of the stick,
always.
getting an adult stage off screen, having a decent perfect stage episode, but made her character be some sort of childishly petty person. I mean, she was 5. And then she shared a mega level episode with the other two, but felt like the least deserving one. And her burst mode episode, she also shares it with someone else.
Mm-hmm.
I think it makes her the only anime character having 2 evolution episodes being shared with somebody else. In a way, I kind of appreciate how Seekers handled Tamahime a bit more. Egg Princess? I mean... Yeah, I mean... Tamahime, I think, is a better character. I think Satsuki's a better character than Yoshino.
Yeah.
And she's the
I mean...
top in that artwork.
Yeah, I mean, if she was in DATS, Masaru would have someone else to fight with.
Oh yeah, she'd be punching him.
Mm.
I could see the two of them like in the DATS gym, like just throwing slugs at each other in the boxing ring or something.
You mean actual slugs or punches?
Punches.
Because
I mean, oh yeah. I mean, she might like pull it, instead of like pocket sand, pocket slugs.
Ew. That would be so gross.
That'd be her though.
Yeah. No, man. Yuki says used to watch that, NCIS and Chicago PD. Good choices.
And Desmond said, burst mode, more like color change mode. For Rosemon and Ravemon for sure. The only time Leopardmon or Doofmon shows up and he doesn't have a character to fight him. Also, Dynasmon could have helped, but there aren't any characters with partner Digimon who he can't fight with or lost to, because they probably get a burst mode too, because that's how you beat them apparently. Yeah, you could have... If I was... fantasy booking here. But if I was writing this show and I knew how much people hated Lord Nightmon and Dynasmon because of Frontier, I would have let one of the burst modes kill off Dynasmon. Like, that would be some sort of catharsis for a lot of people.
Yeah.
But I also think it's another one of those budgetary constrictions or it's a... I don't want to say it's a sexism thing, but...
It probably is.
Girl isn't allowed to have an episode that makes her look strong on her own.
We should share with the little boy.
Yeah. And even he got to evolve before she did. He wasn't even the last one. You know. And him being last would have made sense, because he had to go through the whole Digivice, like, evolving into the burst Digivice and all of that stuff. So, like, him being the last to get all the power-ups would have made sense, because he was also the last to join the team.
Yeah, but he was also the first to have a partner.
Valid. That's why he was able to use Mega Level with a regular Digivice. He didn't have to break his to be able to use Mega Level. So, yeah, I still don't like it.
No.
It's also funny that Craniummon had to use a whole shield to protect himself for a human. I know it's Masaru, but it's funny to think about. Yeah. Like, he just sees Masaru, like, dive bombing at him from, like, 50 feet up. It's just like, shield. Please don't knock out my teeth.
I was waiting for that. Like, I didn't want it to be a cartoon, you know, where they knock out the teeth and they're like, ooh,
oh yeah,
and then they slump down, but... I still kind of would have liked that also. Maybe not in that episode, but in general.
Anything held for review? No special mentions. that's it. We're caught up. So let's we'll move over to Discord here and we'll have a look at memes. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There's one I don't like here. There's one I don't like here.
Oh, Yuki, you've done it.
Uh-oh. Okay. Fuck.
Oh,
that was so sad. AJ waking up to a good Thursday morning.
Oh.
Yeah, that is kind of how the day went.
Yeah. Thanks, Yuki.
Thanks, Yuki. Thanks for making us depressed.
Oh my god, she fits perfectly in that meme.
Corporate needs you to find the differences between this picture and this picture. They're the same picture. That's very good. I'm Masaru's dad. No, I'm his dad now. Amateurs. What was that, punk? Amateurs! I love how this template has so many uses for Yuki. Like, Yuki keeps using it, and it's always funny.
God, you can really see the hope and the life just drain out of him once he's Yggdrasil.
Yeah.
Even his hair has gone a shitty color.
Yeah. It was such a rich brown, and now
Yeah.
it's just mud. I hate you. I fucking hate you.
Where's the lie?
I don't like Miyu.
So they made you a new one.
She's a fun character, but no. Actual child. She's like 11. No.
How old is the new one? You still don't find out. AJ is one of us, says Desmond.
No. Never. I am not a lolicon. Oh. Oh, no, I feel unclean. Ugh. Why do you do this to me? Why do you enjoy causing me pain? Ugh. All right. Just so the whole thing shows up for the chat. This one's funnier. This one's funnier. Because, you know, like, she actually looks older and isn't an actual 11-year-old. Also, it's still weird to me that, like, Shoto in the manga is 19, but neither of the girls are 18.
Yeah, that's a bit weird.
Yeah, it's like
if they pair
Japan
them
has
up
a
anyway.
Japan has a problem with, like, girls being adults.
Yeah, like...
Is that why
Yoshino-
Yoshino sucks?
She's only 17 as well, isn't she?
18.
She's 18.
Yoshino's 18.
Oh, if she was 17, she'd still have that teenage power.
Yeah. Is that what it is?
She's an adult now.
She's awful.
Nobody has an adult woman fetish. What are you talking about?
Amazing. Oh, I love that comes back up every so often.
Yuki is? The two U's?
Oh, Yuki. For the other Yuki. The Liberator Yuki.
Mm.
Liberator Yuki is 18. Yeah, fair enough.
I just got a sudden burst of hunger there.
Well, nope.
We get nudes?
Sure. Why is it not escaping?
There's no escape from the lollies.
What the hell? Oh, no, there we go. Phew, okay. Very good effort this week, Yuki.
Very good.
Very good. A very good effort. Well done.
That first one has me like the
This one has me depressed.
Well, you still have it on screen.
Yeah, this meme has me depressed as fuck, but I can appreciate, like, I like a bit of dark humor. I'm not about, you know, I like dark humor. You know, because it's not making fun of him. You know, that would be different. But that's. What are you up to? Oh, that. Oh, that. The SpongeBob book.
That's me looking at that first meme.
Yeah, I get that. I get yeah. Yeah, I get that. That's very fair. Oh, well, that is the end of our fun and adventures for today.
Yeah.
We will be back on Sunday with the final episode of Digimon Savers.
Yeah.
Unless you want to do Frontier on Sunday and get your independence on...
No. I don't want freedom from Savers. I want it to continue.
Well...
Sorry, I just saw the spicy art was highlighted there.
But that's a GIF. You probably have to open.
Making me open Twitter. Okay.
Yeah.
Garrus, you being weird again.
Hmm?
I said, Garrus, you being weird again.
Yeah. But that is where we'll finish up for today.
Yeah.
I know it was a bit short notice, but you know, we couldn't have anticipated news like that, you know. Ooh, very nice. Yeah, we couldn't have anticipated the news we got. So I know this stream was very short notice, but given the nature of it all, I thought it was only right to do something to remember Taiki, and you know, I didn't put a photo of this into the Discord, so I'll do it now. I have my little
Or the butt's not in it.
hello, my Rise Greymon Digivolving figure. I'll throw that into the Savers thread so you guys can see it. So it was just, you know, it was nice to just hang out with you guys and, you know, kind of reminisce and then watch the episodes. And like on Sunday, it's going to be like, Sunday's going to be the last time we hear that voice, like in general, because we've already done Cross Wars, so Lucimon's a no-go.
But aren't they in the crossover episode?
Oh, yeah.
We'll hear it again.
We'll hear it, yeah. I suppose I mean for a prolonged period. So,
Oh, sorry.
It does mean I don't know what to do next Sunday now.
Break.
I'll figure something out.
we can take a break.
Saturday, Saturday I'll be doing the Shine Greymon model kit. Because I was only saying to Meg a couple of days ago, like,
Saturday,
this week, as in
like 2 days from now.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
I'll do the I'll be doing the Shine Greymon model kit this weekend. I don't know if I'll have it built and ready to go by the finale on Sunday, but we can sure as hell try. So we'll do that.
Could have a camera going while we're discussing it.
Probably not. I'll get distracted. It won't work that way.
Back to the chat.
I was. Hunters really is the AJ forgot season. I didn't forget about Frontier. I just don't have plans for.
No, Hunters. We forgot it existed. Young Hunters.
Yeah, I know. Oh, because of Shine Greymon again. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Many voices. Just slugger. Where Karada and that old man is this meme. It's not actually a problem. I don't like that very much. Look.
It was a bit of a slip there, wasn't it?
Yuki in the Liberator Yuki is 19.
Yeah. It's funny, just what Desmond said there. I had a friend trying, like, he was very, very thin. Like, his ankles were like paper thin looking. And he was trying to say that he liked girls shorter than him. Kind of like the Kurt Angle thing, actually. He was trying to say he likes girls that are shorter and smaller than him. So he said, I like little girls.
Oh.
So we all, lost it and never let that go. But
yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's okay to have a type.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's wrong. And there's nothing wrong with liking shorter people.
People like taller people.
People like taller people. Exactly. People like tall people. People like buff people. People like fat people. People like all sorts. And that's fine. You like who you like. You shouldn't feel like you have to be pre-programmed to like everybody. Because you're not. You're not going to. Unfortunately, there is a subsection of humanity who goes beyond just liking people shorter than them. And that's where the complex comes from, and that's why it's seen as a bad thing. Right? Now look, in context, the Miyu thing is a joke within the community. Outside of that, that's a very dangerous thing. So I won't I'm
like if we had a Wikipedia page and it said AJ's favorite character is Miyu.
Don't do that ever.
No. But it would also say mine is Masaru, which makes it equally as bad, so we'd just be cancelled straight away.
Yeah. There is having jokes within the community, and that's fine, but there are unfortunately contingents of people who go too far with excusing what they like, using age of consent, using height, using bust, using any sort of measurement they can to justify it. And maybe it's just because we're a bit more advanced in age now. And I've said this before. I used to have a crush on the Evangelion girls. I got older, they didn't. And now I look back and go, oh, I see why past me like them. But no, I wouldn't touch them with a 10-foot barge pole.
Corey Feldman. I have this conversation every time.
I know. But I'm keeping it within an anime thing because
Yeah,
when
but
we're
it
talking
happens.
because when we're talking about drawings, it's less weird.
It's still the same thing.
Yeah.
Like,
You
he
know.
did grow up, but the him as a real person is not who I liked. It was his characters
Yeah.
at that time. So it's the same thing, essentially.
Mm. You know, where I can see, like, when you go, ooh, Masaru, it's because Masaru is drawn to look like a fucking adult.
Yeah.
You know, it's only the show's lore going, well, actually, he's only this because that's her demographic.
Mm.
But there's clearly scenes where you're like, no, he's meant to be older.
Yeah.
That whole thing where we were saying, like, him and Yoshino were having a bit of a flirt.
Mm.
And it's like, oh, that's cute. But Yoshino's still flirting with a child, and that's weird.
Mm.
You know, and that's
And you can't argue, oh, she's 18, and, you know, that's only 4 years. No.
no, Masaru is still child.
Yeah.
You know, that doesn't make her a cougar. That still makes her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they met when he was 20, then, you know, different story.
But you know, like,
Because I think even though 18 is old enough, 18 and 22 is kind of squeaky. I mean, they're both consenting adults, but that's personally me. That's me as a much older person looking at an 18-year-old as a younger person.
if they met at those ages, I don't see the problem. But if they knew each other growing up, then yes.
Mm.
Like, if Masaru and Yoshino end up together in that bracket, that's a bit weird because she was 18 when he was 14, and that's the G word.
Yeah.
No, it's not, but some people would infer it that way.
Yeah.
And that's where this is a very delicate conversation that we should not be having at 3 a.m.
No.
This is a very delicate conversation that requires nuance to apply context to.
Mm.
So, like, all I can really say is, like, that kind of conversation can be like, again, I just said, like, it can be very dangerous because people can infer from it what they want, and that can be hurtful.
Yeah.
Hey,
you started it. I know, but now we're finishing it.
That's it. Now we're finishing it.
Because we know we'll ramble and get into a huge conversation about it otherwise.
Yeah. So it's not, you know, like who you like, enjoy your types. Just be smart about it. Be legal, consenting adult about it, and if it involves kids in any way, shape, or form, back the fuck away.
Mm.
It's that simple. Just back off.
Mm.
You know.
But also, let's remember
but I'm not saying anyone here is like that.
Mm.
You know, but see, and this is what I mean. There's a.
Well,
I don't want to be accusatory to anybody either.
Yeah.
I'm not saying anybody is this way.
Let's just remember that the TV shows draw the adults and then go, hey, they're 12.
That's well, yeah, and that's another part of it. Like, there is a lot of industry squickiness to this.
Like, we've just discovered she's 17. Why can't she just be 18?
Yeah.
Why does she have to be? Like,
yeah, if Shoto is 19 and we know Yuki is 19, why can't the girls be 18? Why do they have to be 17?
Yeah.
Like, it's, you know, and like Yuki and Shoto, not Yuki, Arisa and Shoto were like childhood friends, so they have that trope going for them as well.
Yeah. Yuki is 19? No, put 2 U's in there.
A lot of YouTubers should hear that. Well, you know, I try not to disrespect people.
Oof.
Yeah, sorry.
Ooh.
I went for it.
You did.
Yeah.
Felt good. We should end before.
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here. But guys, look, you know we love you. Look, you guys know we love you. Thank you for again taking time to hang out with us at this impromptu stream. that crest of courage. And we will hopefully see you on Sunday for the Digimon Savers finale. If you're not in the Discord already, the link is in the description down below. And yeah, just enjoy the rest of your week. You know, tell your loved ones you love them, and just look after yourselves and stay healthy.
You love you. Oh, he was annoying.
Yeah, you was a bit of a brat, wasn't he?
Yeah. The stupid 2 hair colors.
Yeah. You get to see him. You get to see him again now when we do Young Hunters in a few weeks.
He's in that as well.
Oh yeah, he's part of the Cross Wars team. So
I suppose.
Alright. There is a character you're going to really like in the show, I think.
Okay.
Aesthetically, anyway. I think you'll take to her. Aesthetically, at the very least.
Does she have good plot?
Yes. So there is a character I think you'll go, she's adorable. And then I will just have to remind you every time. Keep it there. I think the chat will know who I'm talking about. But,
Okay.
Nene gets a plot upgrade too.
I've seen that outfit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, guys. Look after yourselves, please. And if we don't see you in Discord, boo. But otherwise, hopefully we'll see you on Sunday for Digimon Savers, episode 49. Goodbye, Street Fighter.
No.
Da 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 da. Peace. Psst.
Oh, didn't pick that up.